Hi, chat. Howdy. How's it going, guys? Oh, my throat. Hi, Vulture. Hi, Trace. Hi, Typing. Hi, TJ. Hi, NDA. Hi, NMB. You guys excited? Good morning. Bath Roza with the cat ears right away. Ah, hi, Viking. Did I tell you my latest funny hat people joke? Like I asked? I don't think so. I don't think she did. There you go. Alright, boys. You guys excited? You remember we did fucking, Snoot Game? And I voiced all the characters? You guys expect me to voice more characters? I need water. I'm a little sniffly, chat, so it might not be as good as last time, but I'll do my best.
Hello?
My love, I need water. I'm gonna be voicing a bunch of characters.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
You sound sick. Oh, she didn't tell me that joke, India. She did. You feel okay, baby?
No, not really.
No? Give me a second, chat. Be right back. Man, we are on and off, chat. My wife's got a little mini fever. Jasmine also don't appreciate that trigger OCB, Limo. Alrighty. I did get my water though, so we are good to go. Stole Panther's water bottle. Let's start. It's made by the Snoot Game devs, right? Yep, correct. Correct the mundo. September 4th. Year. 201 M 2023 BC. '21? 2023? That's not a year. No, that's not even a day. Whatever. Amid the arid heat of the morning sun of Volcadera Bluffs, we're in the same location. I cannot but miss living in the more temperate weather of the Midwest. Summer sleeves are in style this year. The jacket's aroma blog better be right. This Swede thing is killing me. Well, at least it's guaranteed to start getting chillier in a few weeks. Besides, I'm sure to make an impression with this. Abercrombie and Flint is all the rage these days. M as in million? I see. 201 million? $2023? I sigh and lean back in the hard plastic seating of the metro. On my way to the first day in new school. Ordinarily, I'd just be glued to my phone on the trip, but there's too much on my mind right now. My folks' sitch requires us to move frequently, which gives me a little time to fit in. Much like how a rolling stone gathers no moss, I could never make a friend I could keep up for longer than a year. Just a lot of promises to keep in touch that petered off within months. Admittedly, it's my fault in the end. That's all going to change, starting today. I'm going to senior year now. It's my very last chance to prepare for the world ahead. Luckily for me, the cards are stacked in my favor. Going my backpack from my DSLR till my fingers can absent-mindedly fiddle with the mode dial. St. Hammond High School is extremely well known for their artists' curriculum. In other words, I'll be surrounded by people that share my interests. You know, it's a bit of a ride away. Speaking of rides, boop, I'm hungry and YouTube showed me DoorDash ad. Oh, baby. My love. Speaking of my love, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you giving money to YouTube? I love you too. I didn't pay for it? Oh, you're just being gifted memberships months in a row? I see. Okay. Thanks, Alex Moon. Anyways. Speaking of rides, I was hoping that my parents could drive me there today. By the time I was up, though, they already left for work. No big deal. I like the hustle and bustle of public transportation. I imagine I'm going to get used to this anyway. As time passes, my mind wanders to memories of previous schools. This new guy seems pretty positive compared to the last guy. Remember to message it free? I see. They all suck. Never mind, chat. Hey, I need to make the most of the situation I'm in. Not get all sad like this. Never mind again. I need to do something like take a selfie with the hobo next to me. I won't get stabbed. Get up and breathe in that fresh and breathe in that fresh city air. Means he didn't do nothing to us. Just gonna get up and breathe in that fresh city air, dude. Interrupted by the ding of a terminal board, the car gradually starts coming to a stop. Oh no, we're in a fucking city, chat! Chat! Chat, no! Chat, can I get 5 big booms for no DoorDash? My love. Do you want me to go get up and make you something real quick? Make you some toast or something? I can do that. I'm feeling sick. We can't afford to be fucking spending money on DoorDash. We can't even afford to do anything right now, actually, technically. We're negative 4,000 right now. So
Squeak.
yo,
Big squeak.
thank you, Guares, for 23 months. You got a Mexican at home? Why would you order? Because my Mexican is sick. That's why I said 5 big booms for no DoorDash. What you've paid though? Roza or Patha, food or bug spray, check out their throne. Yeah, chat, I would very much appreciate food actually. Like, honestly, dude, if you guys got me food on throne, I would highly appreciate that. Because that's basically stuff I don't get. It's groceries I'm gonna buy. So. Food poisoning either way, what does it matter? She's sick. Well, step off the metro, heading out of the station as I follow a few other students heading towards school. Oddly enough, I'm only seeing desert students, not another human to be seen anywhere. Must be one of those dino-heavy regions. Juicy. There's a lot of greenery here as well. You almost forget how close we are to a major city. The pathway leads to a stone bridge that goes over a small creek. As I walk across, I notice other students meet in pairs and walk with each other. The air begins to fill with the sound of laughter and stories of how their summer break went. Ah, there it is. School peeks out over the trees ahead of me, as though inspecting and welcoming me inside. Did I tell you about the lady that came in? Oh, BGM. Told me about her retired housekeeper, her retired Mexican housekeeper. She asked if I was Mexican, by the way. Yeah, that was funny. In ham and time, my new home away from home for the next year. I stopped to take a deep breath. The air here is crisp, reminding me of an old campground I went to back in elementary school. Once again, I'm having an opportunity to make something of myself. I'm apprehensive but hopeful. It's my last shot at this. There's no going back. Take my first step onwards. I'm dying. Well, I've been like sniffly and like fucked since yesterday, chat. Hey, it's us! Students mill about the front yard. The school is known for its heavily prioritized arts programs. Over 2/3 of the graduates end up pursuing a career in the arts. While half of them regret it, from what I've read, there's still plenty that made it right. They made it, right? Chat, there's no easy way to say this. Art programs in schools and like art degrees and stuff like that are a scam. You're being scammed. Simple as. Most people that make it in the art world, whether it's music, drawing, anything. Most people make it purely as like, you know, from doing it as a hobby. It is entirely a clout-based, like any sort of art is entirely a clout-based like medium, right? Like your how much money you make from that as a job is entirely dependent on how much clout you have. Because the amount of clients you get is determined on how people know about you. What matters is clout and having a good portfolio. That is it. That's all that matters when it comes to any sort of arts. Don't go to school for art. It is literally a waste of money. It is literally. It's harder to make it if you start with tens of thousands of college debt for sure. Yeah, spend those tens of thousands on art supplies. Spend them on programs, you know, on like for like digital art that you might need. Spend them on stuff that will actually further your art. Not a piece of paper that tells people that you went to art school, because no one fucking cares about that. No one is gonna hire you because of an art degree. They're gonna hire you because of a portfolio and because they heard about you from someone else. That is it. All you learn is how to mess up your style. Yep, correct. Art school and art degrees are just a scam. It is a scam, chat. Do not go to school for art. If you're an aspiring artist, work on your portfolio. Hone in your style. Spend those 10K on buying a garage. Yeah, dude, like if you have the money, even then, don't invest it into, I say invest it, don't waste it. Don't literally just give it to the fucking schools. For nothing. Literally for nothing. Spend it on getting yourself a little studio set up, right? Like, getting yourself all the things you need to succeed, right? And just hone your craft. Try to make connections. Buy a home. Real. I know some people argue, but like, oh, you can make connections by going to art school. With who? Other starving artists? Who also were dumb and spent tens of thousands of dollars? Connections are worth tens of thousands of dollars. Go onto the internet, post your art, right? It may take time, there's a huge skill element, or not skill element, there's a huge luck element, right? To anything where, you know, anything where your job is reliant on clout, voice acting, you know, drawing, music, anything like that, right? There's a luck element, right? You need to be discovered. You need to hope that people discover you and share your stuff around, right? So, all you can really do if you want to succeed is just post as much stuff as possible of your art. Post as much music as you can. Post as much art as you can, right? Buy art programs, pay for the advertisement boost on socials, make art. Yeah, there you go. Like, if you have the money, buy advertisements for your art. But don't be stupid. Don't go to art school. It is literally a scam. Be for the posture. Redeem. But yeah, it is literally a fucking scam, chat. Like, it is just a scam. They're just taking your money and then fucking, like, you know, like making you smell the farts that they're used to smelling. All right, it is a lie. What's up, Dada? That felt kind of rough. Hold on. You can clear my throat, drink some water. It's better. Still not as breathy, but whatever. Anyways, this is management's claim to fame with a facade of the front entrance being dominated by a vibrant mural. I had a good feeling about this place. A few students eyeball me as I continue to walking in. Some friends whisper each other. I just knew this jacket would pay off. The bro is dripped out. The front doors are propped wide open. I already feel the cold breeze inviting me in. Inside, it's a familiar yet brand new sight. I haven't mentioned it yet, but this school is also unique for its student body. It's composed almost entirely of dinosaurs, all manner of saurian herbivores and otherwise. Scales, feathers, tails. Is that a tether? Wings, talons, and webbed hands. Not to even mention the colors. All vibrant enough to challenge the bright murals on the school outside. Dozens of students march about, reconnecting with past friends and meeting new ones. The fucking nerds. Is that Dexter? Is that fucking Dexter? Some anxiously glance at their schedules, checking every door as though they were numbered at random. I probably shouldn't be standing here. Whoa! Whoa, is that a human? Whoa, oh. I'm soon surrounded and overrun by a crowd of neon-colored teenagers. Oh, my jacket is working like a charm. Wow, he's like a life-size mannequin! Hey, new kid! Is this what it's like to be popular? I really wasn't expecting it to happen this quickly. These students are taking pictures with their phones. I even see someone with sketchbook and pens in hand, rapidly scribbling on pages. Wow, a human? Are you like a foreign exchange student? In the chaos, I feel a few people touch my hands. Whoa, human skin feels weird. Jeez, a bit uncalled for. You know what? We're gonna be the school Chad, okay? We walked in, we got a fresh fit, we got shades on. You know what? We're gonna go with it. We'll be like, yeah, dude, fuck it. So much happening. I don't want to be a party pooper. A few more people have shot at me to get my attention. Hey, could you look over here for a side profile? Oh man, yeah, this will be good reference material. Wait, I need to get a better look at his skin texture. I'm gonna find myself frozen, only muttering quietly as I hastily try to follow their instructions. Eventually the stars take their photos and talk themselves out before dispersing back to their own friend groups. By the time I recover from the shock of the situation, the last one breaks off and I find myself seemingly all alone again. Oh. That was my chance to socialize. You get another one. I blew it. No, you didn't. You're a human, right? Triceratops girl leans forward, scanning me up and down. This is it. Time to seal the deal and get a new friend. Yeah. Close enough. Hey, can I, like, get a selfie with you? It'd be great for one of my classes. Yeah, definitely. Puts an arm around my back. My back for a shoulder hug while she poses dramatically. You're a bit too friendly. Big smile now. Takes a picture and checks enthusiastically. So, I'm Inko. Huh? Oh, cool. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta go. Don't worry, bro. She's not worth it. Oh. What's the photo for, by the way? She pauses, aloofly chewing some gum. My fashion design class. That jacket is ballin'. Hey, she likes the drip! Let's go! Oh. Thanks for the pic, hon. Fucking Yaru. Yaru Dino Rat? Yeah, dude. What the fuck? Take to know you're furry? Well, now you know. I was paid to play this, by the way. Remember humans in this world are like black people in ours? Of course, the art students would flock to the only black guy in school. Yeah, dude. They're like, whoa, what fancy colors. Well, I feel my shoulders sagging, taking the now sparse hallway around me. It must have been my 15 minutes of fame. How'd they even lasted 15 minutes? There's no way I've already blown it.
Vulture donated $10.
Oh boy.
Spank Beto.
Let's go. Let's hope she wasn't listening. I'm gonna catch her by surprise. Oh, dude. Hi, Zoltan. Give me just a second. Wait. Where's your... Wait, is that your first dono? My blood. Oh yeah, that is your first dono. Huh. There you go. Thank you, Vulture! Alright, chat. I've got a mission I need to go accomplish. I'll be right back. Operation Spank Paytho is a go. If I don't make it, chat, my mother, I hate her. Be right back. I survived. I'm okay. It's just revealed again that this guy also mutters every narration text in the game. Roza mauled to death by a doggo girl, real. Check the new Elder Scrolls announcement? No. No, I haven't. Anyways, try to shake away the negative thoughts. Focus on the positive. Yeah. For a brief moment, I was the talk of the school. Yeah. Boing boing. Boing boing. Ah. The familiar sound draws my attention. I know what that is. In the hall, there's someone kneeling. And with one of the latest camera models, if I'm not mistaken. Hey! The guy flinches. I flinch too. I hadn't meant to shout at him. These students around me don't bend either. Whoa, that's a nice animation. Holy shit, that's clean. Hey, yo! Sorry about the yell. No, it's fine. I managed to get the shot I wanted. Chat, what voice do we give him? Nah, it's fine. I managed to get the shot I wanted. What doing? Oh, we're just playing this game. It's a self-insert character. The deepest one you can think. How do I go back? Nah, it's fine. I managed to get the shot I wanted. No problem. It's all great, dude. How's it going? I'm a photographer. I think we'll give him like an English accent. No, it's fine. I managed to get the shot I wanted. That's the same I actually give Nasser though. Nasser, remember Nasser? Just give me Nasser vibes. Nasser also had like the whole like laser and stuff going on. Nah, it's fine. I managed to get the shot I wanted. I don't know. The phenotypical bottom. So professors from my art school would get on to me about proportion always being wrong. I couldn't actually see them. Glasses, right? Type girls with tattoos, vampire fangs. Hello! That's real. It's valid. Do you think the heaviest one? What are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? Paris Rose used her horn as a resonance chamber for their trumpeting? Like an elephant? No, it's fine, bruh. I managed to get the shot I wanted. It should sound extremely nasally. Oh. No, it's fine. I managed to get the shot I wanted. The spectacled boy. I think he's a parasaur. Double checks the camera, displays and smiles. Yep, perfect. This will be a fine print for the yearbook. Can I see? The screen seems to widen my interest. Of course, here. He turns the display towards me, showing a shot of the hallway. And me as the focal point. Pretty good, right? I look a little closer and notice that I think it's a little out of focus. Dark. What do you have your f-stop set at? Ah, shit. Thompson glanced up at me, pleasantly surprised to get a real answer. Yeah, I'm a bit of a photographer myself. I'm taking an elective, too. With Mr. Yadakan? Thinking back to my memorized class schedule, the name does sound familiar. Huh. Oh snap, cool, we'll be classmates. Mr. Yadakan's busy, so he just teaches it for one period. Now for stand out for a handshake. I'm Ben. Dinko. Friend the Chief. I'm actually new here. Kinda figured being the only human student in this year and all. St. Hammond isn't one of the more popular schools, but the staff put a lot of effort into the arts programs. But the campus itself is designed like a living art piece. So if you ever need help. From the pause, I'm guessing he's offering some help. I wouldn't say no to a tour. A tour, you say? Well, I'm only going back to the principal's office, but I can point out some neat stuff along the way. Raise eyebrow to himself in contemplation. Might be a good idea to meet the principal, too. waits for me to follow him. Turns out he wasn't just an avid photographer like me, but also the school council president! One of his priorities was taking photos of the school's yearbook, the first day page. Every few minutes, we'd pause so Ben could take a couple shots, mainly the students talking with each other. And while I would watch, I had considered helping him in some way. I mean, that camera looks amazing. And there's all his extra lenses in the bag. I feel absolute elation to finally know someone that's into photography. I really want to broach it, but Ben fills the air between us, talking more about the school. Christ, his self-insert powers just keep growing. Which is why we still go by the feather tails, even though I think it's a tad distasteful. Dang, you're pretty good at this. Do you give these tours to all the new students? Heh, not really. Although it is something I've thought about a lot. Oh, hold that thought. Hey, Lunara. Hey, yo. Ben goes to greet a student, putting up some intricate wall banners. Oh, hey, Ben. You have a good summer vacation? I did. Great work on the decorations. They look even better than last year's. Oh, thank you. Yo, her ass is out. What's all this for? Steps aside so I can fully view the banner she just finished with. The Cultural Arts the Cultural Arts Club. We meet every Thursday after school and look at antique artwork. She initially looked past me to talk with Ben, but she gasps when she realizes. Hey, you're a human, right? Oh, that's a silly question. You should totally join! I just love human culture. There's this amazing set of ancient masks at my place from ancient Europe. I just adore them. Wow, that's impressive. I think you'd make a good curator. You know what? I probably would. Is that a non-meth addicted raptor? My Snoot Game? It's car fame, bro. See, you're a black eye to them? Yeah, I see that. After that club display during Spirit Week last year, I gotta agree. We spent weeks studying that tribe and weeks more practicing those dances. We also study and paint with those styles, like we're learning the techniques of the old masters. Hopefully soon we can even get into sculpting, like those old Venus statues. Plan on getting one to look at sometime this year. What do you think? It'd be great if you could come. Hey, that'd be neat. What say you, Inko? Maybe. I do love culture. Oh, that's great. Oh, listen. We have this old chieftain's dress we've had for ages. We just have to see what it looks like on the real thing. That's super racist. Holy shit. I'll think about it. No way, I'd sooner endure a second impact event than wear something like that. Well, hey, nice to catch up, Lunara. We got a place to be. Take care. Bye. She waves us off and Ben continues leading me to the principal's office. Hey, Ben. Oh, hey, Michael. Listen, can't talk though, but I'd love to catch up later, yeah? I'm floored. This guy seems to know just about everyone in the school as much as they know him. Something about being on top of things. He points at a few more minor landmarks in the school and stops to greet a number of students happy to see him after the summer break. Man, sorry for having to stop so much. No way, I think it's cool you know everyone. If only it could be cool without making us late. There's a few more noteworthy landmarks, eventually leading me to its biggest draw. The principal's office. I already knew that this place was known for art, but wow. Just inside the administrative offices, the hallway is filled with wonderful pieces of artwork. Paintings line the walls with name placards beneath detailing who the artists were. All created by alumni and attending students of the school. And this is the gala. All these pieces have been featured in all kinds of articles and presentations. Whoa. I know, right? One moment. Ben turns to the nearest door and gives it a polite knock. Who is it? It's me, Principal Scalar. An Oviraptor no older than... Oh. Who is it? No older than her mid-30s exits the room, holding a steaming mug and sporting a tired smile. Good morning, Benjamin. Good morning. You guys are related, aren't you? That's your mom. That's your fucking mom, bro. Inko, this is our esteemed principal. Good morning, ma'am. Her eyes shoot wide mid-sip of her coffee. Oh, I hadn't noticed. So you would be Mr. Garnito, yes? Incognito? Yes, but my name... How wonderful! Honest exhaustion on her face and then replaced with a very wide smile. I'm so happy that you've chosen our school for your last year, Mr. D2. Then be sure to give him a thorough St. Hammond welcome, okay? I already was. If you ever need any assistance, my office is always open, Mr. Nitu. Mr. Natu. Not to mention, the student council is also available for help. Isn't that right, then? Yes, Principal Scalar. Thank you, Principal Scalar. Oh, and Ben, a moment, please. But... Professor is dragged to the office. Leave me alone in the school gala. Okay, no, they're Parasword and Oviraptor. They are different, sorry. They just have similar, I'm just saying I can't hear over the ambient noise of the student body. Either way, it's probably not something I'm meant to hear. Move a few feet away, out of earshot, discussion side. Well, beside me is a framed panoramic landscape of the city, painted by hand. Whoa! Wow. Practically use this thing as a map. How detailed it is. No wonder it's hanging so predominantly by the principal's office. The gentle brushstrokes, vibrant colors, evening sun bouncing off each of the windows, and the majestic scarlet sky enveloping the horizon. All of which combine together to give it a dreamscape feeling, like it's an idealized vision of the city. It's beautiful. I've never been a big admirer of paintings, but I can't deny that this is a masterpiece. Only a teacher could have been able to express the scenic beauty of the city. With this level of skill and passion. Only a teacher, huh? Again, this sort of like... Again, I hate this. I fucking hate the way art schools do this, where they're like, oh yeah, and so you get to work with, like, you know, these guys who are like, you know, yeah, they're like famous painters that no one's ever heard of, right? Oh yeah, these guys, they do artwork for all these things that no one cares about. And it's just like, yeah, he's a teacher and he's qualified, he's been doing art for blah, 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 and he has a master's degree and then this degree. Like, those degrees in art school only work so that you can continue being part of the pyramid scheme that is art school. That is the only purpose of it. You get a fucking bullshit degree so that you can now be a bullshit teacher for a bullshit fucking topic. The idea that, like, a student can't draw that because, oh, only a teacher could be this good at art. No! That's bullshit. Fucking hate art school, dude. I hate art school as a concept. And I hate the fact that we've allowed people to, like, be like, oh yeah, dude. Yeah, you know, we teach the arts. You can teach people how to dance. You can teach people how to draw. But you can't make it a fucking, like, what do you call it? I feel like dancing is kind of unique because it's one of those things where, like, you learn specific styles and you learn specific things, and it's very specific, right? There's a rubric to dance, right? But there's no rubric to drawing. Everyone has their own style and their own sort of things that they work with, you know? Few degrees out there which only serve as credentials towards being a university professor long. some have gotten so bad you need a PhD just for an entrance professor's job. Yeah, it's insane. It's fucking stupid. It's, again, if your degree's only purpose is for you to have credentials towards being a university professor for that, to then offer that same degree to other students, you're the equivalent of like a fucking like karate sensei. Like you fucking imbecile. This does not need to be a university topic, I'm sorry. This is a pyramid scheme and you're paying tens of thousands of dollars just to get higher up onto it. And then charge other people those tens of thousands of dollars. I learned how to write from my editor shitting directly into my soul, not from my English writing classes. Yeah, dude. I withdraw my Canon Stone 60 from my bag, and with the compact lenses I keep, I barely fit the entirety of the painting in frame for the shot. Checking the copy on my display, I realize I left out the title and artist of the piece. Tag says, Dreamscape, artist, O. Hellfire, 9th grade. First place, 201,000,2020. Speed last year. Who printed this? Jeez.
Artist Navi as a start because everyone has different tastes. Trying to teach one thing is right is stupid.
Yep, that is correct, Blue Sky. That is 100% correct. Thank you for the dono! If you can't draw realism, you're not a good artist, simple as. Yeah, that's the way they see it in art school. Now look at the rest of the painting, this is insane. It's all so much better than what I've made. Almost all the pieces are beautifully drawn. Acrylic, charcoal, pastel, yet not even one photo. Hey Inkle, I'm back. I'm a senior, how on earth am I meant to even start measuring up here? Inko? What's that sound? He nudges me back with the back of his hand as the ocean gets closer. Hey, watch it, jackass! Slow your roll, Leatherface. My leg! I watch as the, perpetrator, aggressor? Aggregator? Finally rounds the corner. Comes barreling down the hallway. He's getting right towards us. My instincts kick in and I stumble to the side to avoid becoming a collision. In a split second, I get a good look at my assailant. Whoa! Look at this animation, dude! Green scales, messy hair, and a faded purple hoodie. She propels herself forward with dexterous hands, spinning the large wheels on her. You know how... I only now notice that she's in a wheelchair. I didn't even know you could go that fast with one of those. Oh, look at her. She glances my way. Her pupils lock onto mine. Her gray and gold eyes are marred by bags. She hasn't slept in days. The girl's entire presence is ghost-like. That expression? It's like she's looking straight through me. I'm sure she barely registers my existence, but I don't think I'll ever forget that face. Just as fast as she came, however, she's gone. As she leaves, I feel like a weight is lifted from my shoulders. At least until I trip directly into a glass case behind me. Oof. Oof. Hey, watch it. Whoops. I saw Anna rose over the display carefully, his eyes filled with worry. For something? Cracked. Usually when another student falls into them, there's some kind of crack or scratch. It's just a dino thing. Humans are lucky you don't gotta sweat over this kind of stuff. That happens often? Often enough to drain school funds and repairs. That can't be good. Well, not to brag, but I make no. Vibrato chime echoes through the now empty hall. I freeze, pretty on the first day. Ah, whoops. Why to run on like that? She could go into your first class. Well, I need a tardy slip or something. When I need a tardy slip or something? Nah, it's the first day. Teachers will give you. I'm fine either way, since, you know. One of the benefits of being class prez. What's your first period? Physical education. And sucks the air in through his teeth. Prolonged winds. He'll be fine. Gymnasium's down that away. Don't keep him waiting too long. I need to get going too. Keep who waiting? I gotta go too, bye! It's like a video. Rotoscoping? That's what the animation method is. Taking a video and drawing over each frame, by hand, or with programs. Yeah, that's fucking cool. That's really, really cool. Whoa, he walks fast when he has somewhere to be. That reaction doesn't exactly instill confidence in me. It's cool, these 6 shades will protect us. I follow Ben's directions towards the school gymnasium. After all the early commotion, it's the first quiet moment to myself. Might as well take it in. Oh, sorry, take it to finally sort my thoughts. Let's see, what do I think of this place so far? It's really livelier than any of the other schools I've been to. Ever since I've stepped foot in here, everything has been so lively and everyone seems so exuberant. It makes me feel a little out of my depth, since I'm so used to the opposite. Here, people like that girl earlier are eager to share their hobbies almost without being prompted. Everywhere else I've been, people just keep to themselves. Just kept to themselves. Like they're only there because they have to be. It hits me. The school's art program attracts people. The students here don't have to be here. They're choosing to be here. That's why it's so active. Oh, alright. What can I do with this information? It means I can probably be friends with anyone I want, right? Weird to say, but with everyone here sort of working with each other, there's bound to be an insane level of camaraderie, too. Maybe I won't even have to try. I'm almost at the gymnasium now, though, so I'll hold this thought for later. Gym class. The boys are separated from the men, and where people with Herculean physiques are able to show off their sculpted bodies. Hello. Hi, chat. Anyway, Jesus Christ. Principal Spears becomes Coach Rock. That's funny. I can remember how much I dreaded going to PE. The innumerable bad experiences from past schools pale in comparison to the many skidded knees and broken glasses. Hopefully this school's PE is a lot less grueling. Did I come to 4? As I stand before the wood double doors leading to the gym, I'm struck with how empty the area looks. That's followed by me catching the sound of physical activity coming from within the gym itself. Shoot, I really am late. Ben's earlier warning echoes in my head, like a foreboding spirit. I peer through the small windows and the doors and see students standing shoulder to shoulder. Towering over them is a primate. I can only guess our gym teacher. His arms crossed and a scowl on his face. Hope I can get away with being tardy. I walk into the... My first thought is how lucky I am to be alive. I don't even know what was thrown at me, but it might as well have been a cannonball. I spot the gym teacher, and even though his baseball cap I can feel his stare of rage pierce my soul. Such intensity in that ideal throwing form. It only missed by centimeters. That was a warning shot. Know this and know it well, son. I have a policy. Each of my platoons gets 1 free miss from me a year. And you just spent it. I shift my eyes to the students lined up next to him, and they're so stiff with fear I can't tell what they're feeling. You got 3 seconds to lay on the ground! To lay it on... Wait, what? Got 3 seconds to lay it on the front of your squadron! Why, in the great name of Davy Dockett, you are late! Well, He didn't even move. Didn't take it, I shut my mouth. Simeon Scholar starts marching back and forth like a drill sergeant. Listen up, because I'm only saying this once. In this class, we operate on tough love. We learn from our mistakes, so you better pray to Raptor Jesus you don't forget them. Because if you do... With 3 monstrous steps, the coach closed a distance of 10 yards to tower over me. I will be very upset. It reflects poorly on all of us, and that is not something I will accept. So I would love to see you maggots succeed. If you don't, I'll make it unforgettable. Am I understood? I nod my head in fear. Fan-freaking-tastic! Now then, join the rest of your ranks and stiffen up! Once I confirm my bladder is intact, I shuffle over to where my colleagues stand. Platoons and squadrons, 2 completely different military nomenclatures, yeah. You were looking adorable today, Roza? Yes, I did pluck my eyebrows today. How could you tell? What if I just went, woo, woo, ah, woo, ah, woo! That would hurt my throat last, I think. I feel him staring at me with anger, like I'm responsible for the coach's teaching style. What an appalling first impression to make. I should just quit and start over somewhere else while I still can. Teacher takes a second to glance over us, reminding himself of where he was before I had interrupted. Woo! Woo! Ah! Woo! You should have brought Arian to voice this guy. Attention, hut! Alright. 10 hut maggots! You will all drop and give me 20 of the finest push-ups! Those guts must be an ant's fart off that pristine gym's floor, or else! The violently loud blow of his whistle, the coach also takes his position to show the proper technique. Ahead my wince as my knees impact roughly on the ground. The real pain starts as I try to keep pace with everyone around me. My biceps and forearms threaten to splinter from the weight of my body and the speed of my jerky movements. I never realized just how badly out of shape I was. This is a fucking art school. You guys put me in the... Hold on. You guys did paper towels. Oh, they're done. Oh, I'll leave Roza. She did nothing wrong. Military training is how the school has money for art. Echo on too, you're right. Oh. This might be a problem. I may have forgotten to change the color on the these after Witcher. Might be. Wait to the 10th floor in Monopoly? Dude, hell yeah, Trace. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, the further you go, the more it helps the channel. The more it helps me pay taxes. In reality. That's the honest truth. But you guys are currently... there's 4 days and 23 hours left, so... I think board 11 gives another $4. So. On your feet, you bipedal slugs! down my throat. This guy, he ain't human. No one is. Some kind of primate, maybe? Close relative? Now I'm back on my feet. The breathing is heavy and coming out in whistles. Now then, since it's only the first day of school, how about we have ourselves a good old game of dodgeball? Did he say dodgeball? Oh yeah, dodgeball time! Oh, this guy. Oh yeah, dodgeball time. He glanced towards the overly enthusiastic dino next to me. He's absolutely elated with the prospect of the upcoming game. I've only finished the warm-up, my muscles are already screaming. My knees shake, my lungs burn, I'm so drenched in sweat that I'm sure I might need a shower after this. I really want to play dodgeball. Are we lucky? First day of school, we get to play a game! I don't do dodgeball. Why not? Not exactly. Alright, maggots! I'm not reading this chat. It hurts my throat too much. And free for all, too! Wait, why are there teams if it's free for all? Alright, I'm going with the human dude. Before I can figure out the rules of this dodgeball game that day. The Dilophosaurus wraps an arm around my neck and brings me to his side of the field. Oh, and one last thing! His leer and tone frees me to a spot. Have fun. Everyone says gang up on the weakest one! Wait, what? A matter of seconds, the station becomes a full-blown battleground. I do my best to dodge the oncoming flurry of red rubber spheres coming my way like bullets. I dive to the ground, avoiding the uncoming projectiles they soar overhead and pelt my comrades. I hear the blows and the guttural groans of those who've already succumbed to the onslaught of inflated orbs. Combat crawling away from the fierce front, I entrench myself along the edge of the field in hopes of being ignored. Cast my gaze to the rest of my alleys and oh god, it's full route. So many, bud. So how's the first day of school treating you, bro? Look up and see the fin dino, the same pink Dilophosaurus who had dragged me to the side of the court, staring down at me and smiling. What do you think? I watch as he casually dodges an incoming ball before throwing his own. Name's Damien, by the way. Ingo. Nice to meet you. Woo woo! Woo ah! Woo 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 ah! Woo woo ah ah! Woo woo ah ah ah! Woo ah! Woo woo ah ah! Woo 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 ah! I mean, maybe if we got some of those sands from the auditorium, maybe. I know a guy's uncle that can make a really glassy podium. Look at Damien with absolute bewilderment. What is this guy thinking? Coach looks like he's about to explode. Woo woo ha ha woo! Woo woo ah woo! Woo woo ha ha! This still hurts my throat. Damien just smiles and gives the coach a thumbs up as if he were in the middle of an active war zone. You got it, Mr. Solly. Woo-hoo! Let's go, Solly, to you! I'm just gonna do like a deepest voice. And what's the hold-up, Shades? You're just making yourself an easy target on the floor. Get up and play to win! Alright, guess it's my time to do something of worth. But I'm not exactly good at dodgeball. Oh, maybe I can do the whole blocking thing for everyone. That should hopefully make it so that everyone doesn't leave them before wasting a warning shot. here's where things change. I can totally turn this around. All is equal before. Fall in with see walls on the floor in front of me, calling out to be my ammunition. Somehow weave through 2 shots at me and pick up the ball. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it now. I'm on fire. There's no way I'm losing now. Come to the ball and start blocking any shot that so much as crosses our side of the field. Yeah, I'm doing great. Block 1, block 2, block 3. Now I'm really feeling it. But everyone's looking at me now. Any thought of playing the game suddenly left my mind. Like it was never there. Who cares? This is more than enough. I can be the stuff. Hey, new guy! New voice catches my attention. A Crimson Parasaurus. Think fast, Chuckle Nuts! What? Ooh. Ooh. Sacks. Real. The floor is cold. Maybe I shouldn't have come here at all. A pair of extremely dirty sneakers enter my field of view. Solly, this is the coach. You gotta get up, Shades!
Boop.
No, I give up. Die. Ooh! Bonk! Oh, man, that hurts. How long was I out? Laying down on something soft. Where am I? My vision clears and I sit up from the plastic bed. Sure is bright in here. Oh shit, they broke my sunglasses. Lucky I brought my reserve pair. Much better. I'm dying, dude. Stand from the rubber mattress, taking in the tiny room finally. All alone? Not even a school nurse or anything? Oh, there she is. She's a student who has a snout stuck in a cone? Huh. Looking at the clock on the wall, it's already noon. That would explain the pounding headache. Finally awake, Shades! I sit ramrod straight, the fear of God struck into me once more. Calm yourself, cadet. You ate dirt pretty hard back there. Oh man, yeah. Wait. You did that. I did. Tossed you right in the back. Do you know why? Because I messed up? Be more specific, kid. Because I couldn't be a good teammate and got hit in the face? Bert! Oh! What was after that? Nothing happened after that. No, you gave up. But I was doing well. You think so? I was blocking the balls and... You weren't blocking anything, you were showing off. You found a single thing you could do and started dancing around like a clown. What's up, baby? This will be a while. That room was up.
All thank you. Short hair, flashes in his eyes. Right. And his hair is longer than mine.
Your hair's not long. My hair's
No, his hair's here.
That's what mine is, yeah. That's a little more shorter than mine was. No, actually, that's as far as mine is. My throat's also killing me, dude. You focused on the easy thing and gave up the real thing. You were so focused you forgot to look around for a moment. And here you are. I know a defeated man when I see one, and there's no way in hell I'm letting a student of mine give up so easily. It's the first period of the first day and you're already giving up. Either way, it's a pretty bad lump you ended up with. You gotta watch around some students, if you know what I mean. Look, a few times I recall the chick that yelled at me to catch, followed by pounding me in the face. That one, she's chuckles himself a bit. She's something, alright. Man, I wish a girl would say catch and pound me in the face. Yeah, I look like the devil herself. Anyways, take the rest of the day off, kid. What? I'm telling you to go home. Principal gave the okay. Feel my head again, another stab of pain. You're really not good to go back to class? Wasn't I getting lectured about this just a few moments ago? Well, I don't want to give up so easy. No, you should go home to your folks. Grabs the back of his head, slightly embarrassed. Right, about that. We tried calling them earlier. Couldn't reach them. Give a sad half smile. Yeah, sounds about right. I can make it home fine on my own. He nods. When you get back, don't give up so easily. Close the door, the nurse's office open. Nod and exit the office. Coach Solly closing the door behind us. Oh, and here's for tomorrow. Brown paper bag is shoved in my arms along with my backpack. Peeking in, I see something blue and gold wrapped in plastic. You hadn't been late. You have changed into those. Thank you, sir. Next time, Shades, think faster, got it? Yes, sir. Smile is positively unnerving. Scram, cadet! The nice hard ass is a good trope, I agree. Oh, this is officially the worst first day I've ever had. As my feet drag along the linoleum floor, I can't help but painfully think of all the failures of the past few hours. No thanks to a very prominent bump on the back of my head. How? I'm worse than everyone here, both on a creative and physical level. No, I really shouldn't be bothered by it, but I hate seeing just how far behind I am compared to everyone else. And I thought I'd make new friends. What was I thinking? Don't wear shades during dodgeball, makes you go blind, he added. Worst first day you had so far? He's a senior! It's his last one! I stop and shake my head a bit. What the heck am I doing sulking like this? Bad first day, but it's just the first day. Still all the rest. I still met Ben and Damien, they're pretty cool. I'm not gonna let my optimism be ruined just because of a bad dodgeball match. Just you wait, St. Hammond. Today was a test run. Tomorrow's the real deal. Plenty of first days in life? I guess that's true. First day at college, first day at a job, first day in a new home. Morning comes. I've always had a decent internal clock, but it's a new record for me. I'm accustomed to new sleeping schedule in just one day. Especially with this fully grown lump on my scalp. Move an arm from my sheets and feel my head. Yep, that's bruised real good. Could be worse though. Alright, time to get up. Slump out of bed and yawn, stretching my arms and cracking my spine a bit. My new room is pretty nice. Quite spacious even with all the still sealed boxes. Brush my hand over one of them. The one with my other clothes. I'll get around to opening them at some point. Right now though, it's time for breakfast. I'll wear the same clothes every day. Shuffle downstairs into the heart of the house. Oh fuck, what'd I do? Well, whatever, we'll see. Morning sunbeam shining through the window draw my eyes to look out into the neighborhood. Driveway is empty, looks like my parents are already gone for the day. No surprise there, really. All we ever focus on. Shiver runs up my spine as my feet step on the icy tiles of the kitchen. My eyes are drawn to some heaped up boxes that are still scattered about the counter. Just a familiar sticky note on the fridge. I don't even have to read it to know what it says. At this point, Mom's just wasting paper. The least you could do is reuse the same note and make small addendums to it. Snag a plate from the nearest drawer and open up the freezer. No fresh produce to be seen. But there's still the mostly full box of breakfast burritos. Yeah, I've been trying to appreciate ethnic cultures more. Plate loaded. Yeah, I've been trying to appreciate ethnic culture. Plate loaded with a couple of minuscule flour wrapped meals. I set the microwave and wait for the burritos hopefully not explode or burn inside. While I wait though, check my phone. Scan over my newsfeed and check out some of the people I'm subscribed to. Hoping there's something to watch during my meal. Unfortunately, nobody posts videos or streams this early in the morning. Guess I'll just watch a suggested video then. Put my phone up and click on something random. Ding in the microwave, I retrieve my breakfast, carrying it carefully so I don't burn my hands at the bottom of the plate. Give the first burrito a test bite and... ugh, the inside's still cool. I don't want to stick it back in though, it's you. It'll just become a brick then. I shrug it off, continue chewing and watch my phone. Top of the morning, folks! By the time the video ends, I've finished the last of the half-bottom burritos. Pocketing my phone, I slip the plate into the sink and head out for the day. I respect that he was suggested Jacksepticeye, but he wasn't. But he wasn't subscribed. This time I'm at least getting through the day. Today, survival. Tomorrow, thrival. I'll work on it. Venture again, take a little more time to check out my surroundings. Look through the windows across my normal scene. This is one chick that was there yesterday, probably on her way to work. Probably a set routine for her at this point. Like her. She's cute. Damn, she a baddie. Would. She always does a bit of makeup first, then checks her phone for the rest of the way. The sun shines through the windows, it highlights her hair. Really neat way. Like a movie poster almost. I take a picture, but it might be a little too awkward for me. Also, everything disappeared. Why is it so dark? Ahem. How's the time been treating you so far, Mr. Nito? Why so... oh. How is St. Hammond treating you so far, Mr. Nito? A voice so deep I feel it reverberate in my bones, calls from above. A whale? Taken aback by his authoritative stature. His head is merely grazing the top of the passenger car. Nearly grazing. How did he even get in here? Oh, it's been great so far, Miss Ferris. He offers out his hand for a handshake. With his palm alone smothers my entire hand. How do you know my name? You're clearly going to school. The nearest one is St. Hammond, and I'm already aware of a new human student. If you don't mind my profile. Oh, you got all that just from looking at me? I'm partially joking. My full name is through your background. No, that's dangerous, right? Oops. Yep, that's me, alright. I know it's only been a few days since the year started, but I'd like to hear your opinion so far. Is this a questionnaire or something? Not exactly, but it is something of some importance to an assignment of mine. What does that mean? Oh, what am I being secretive for? I'm here to audit your school, see the teachers, know the students, make sure it's a proper place of learning. I wish it was something worth being secretive about. More often than not, it's just paperwork and office politics. Oh, alright then. School talk till time of teacher nailing me the dodgeball to make a point. Yeah, I'm over it. Well, the classes that I have are great, and the teachers I have are a dynamic bunch. He thumbs the inside of his coat pocket for a pen, but besides he doesn't need it. I see, Eddie's favorites. I mean, I don't like to have favorites. All the staff seem pretty lively. That's not a heavy rumbling chuckle. That is certainly good to hear. And what of your fellow students? Made any friends? It's a bit of a struggle, but it's always been that way for me since my folks move around a lot. I think I'm doing pretty good this time around. Why do you think that is? I think it's the jacket. The jacket? Yeah. You might have thought a quick tug for extra style points. Yeah? What? Where? What is that? The filters arrived! The filters prophesized to arrive today have arrived
They were
Actually, no.
prophesized to arrive Friday.
Yeah! The filters prophesized to arrive Friday have arrived early! Ow.
These filters are supposed to be thick. The one you had was.
What happened was what? Well, that's because it was used. Hold on a second, chat. I'll be right back. wanted to see if like the calendar box works, and the answer maybe. Coastline Cotton Nylon Bomber number 32, part of the latest catalog by A&F. I see. Me to lead, so I was respected. Carriage rocks anyway. He probably turned me into a piece of modern art against the window. And that's really what the youth are into these days. Hey, the results speak for themselves. What are you thinking about? It's got nothing to do with his work. I think I have a pretty good idea on what it could be, though. Mr. Ferris? You got no swag? Huh? Well, I guess that probably answers it. I admit to being a little gray. In a way, I'm not exactly with it anymore. Well, even the older generation can dress to impress. You just have to see what people like to wear these days. You just have to see what people like to wear. What people today like to wear. I'm surely willing to listen to you today, yes? It is somewhat important to my job to know the school audience. I just asked this auditor who's auditing my school if he's got no swag. Thank you, baby. And my niece often suggests dressing more relaxed, whatever. My wife's calling me. Does she ever see you in casual clothes? I'm wearing them now. I can save him. This trip was quick, but we continue with small talk about trends. When we're at my stop, he attempts to give me his business card. For some reason, someone whose mere presence could stop a fight. He seems like a genuinely nice fellow. Look forward to talking to him again. Oh god, those burritos were a mistake. My stomach is roiling after the warm-ups. Alright, maggots, today we'll be working on your cardiovascular system. By that I mean a good old-fashioned mile run. I want everyone out on the track and field yesterday. Notice Damien's mouth as soon as the coach Swally yells the words. And no, Damien, that doesn't mean I want you to time travel. Unless, of course, you mean running so fast that you hit 88 miles an hour. Just as quickly, Damien shuts his mouth again and shoots Solly a thumbs up. Solly was only replies flat out of
Just
sport.
but you rate
Thank you,
marca
Lizzie.
registrada
Thank you.
anti-roachkey.
Thank you, Mikey!
Sendviastrone.com.
Wow.
Oh?
Lassie Viking just bought you surprise gift. Sendviastrone.com.
It better not be a box of roaches to you.
Wow.
Lassie Viking
Hey!
just bought you surprise gift. Sendviastrone.com.
Surprises!
Wow.
Lassie Viking just bought you surprise gift. Sent via strong.com.
I'm gonna get a box and I'm gonna be so fucking shocked when it arrives. Also, is the game on loud chat?
Lassie Viking just bought you surprise gift. Sent via strong.com.
Feels a little loud to me. Wow.
Lassie Viking just bought you surprise gift. Sent via strong.com.
Oh, they're down here. Eight 2.39-ounce cups of mac and cheddar. Ayo. 8 5-ounce cups of mac and cheese. 24 cans of spaghetti and meatballs. 36 ounces of beef ravioli. Dude, thank you. Thank you. I will devour that shit. Kinda loud? Yeah. I felt so too. Alright, let's, that fixes it. Let's load back. Double time it now, cupcakes! Double time it now, cupcakes! Presentation for me this time. Well, it's the class and do Sully. The run Sully wanted. As expected, I rapidly fall behind the pack. Hey, Go, nice of you to drop by. How are you doing? Damien? What are you doing back here? Give my new buddy company, of course. What are you doing? Trying not to vomit? You're doing great then! Thanks, I guess. You be at the very front of the pack, though? Next to Mia? Nah, man, not her. Mia? You know, the one who knocked you out yesterday. Reach flashbacks to the red Parasaurus. Ah, her. By the by, glad to see you're doing way better today. You're even up and running. Yeah, glad I didn't wind up in the permanent brain damage. Wind up with permanent brain. I can't read, dude. Hey, question. What happened yesterday? Normal around here? Well, Mia's a wild one for sure. That's for sure. Best not to mess with her, unless you're into those kinds of chicks. In which case, be my guest. As for Solly, yeah, he's always like that. You'll get used to it, though. He ain't that bad a guy once he warms up to you. If you say so. Hey, don't worry, man. You're gonna fit right in no time flat. In fact, you should sit with us at lunch. That way, we can give you the proper welcome and stuff. Lunch? I mean... And go! Damien! Don't fall behind! Solly's voice snaps me from my mini stupor and realized just how far behind Damien I had fallen than the rest of the class. Whoops. Better catch up with the others before Solly brings out the punitive measure. Excuse me, the what? You don't want to find out, brother, trust me. What? Come on, dude, let's do it. First thing the word Damien gets behind me, just pushing me forward, forcing my legs to move faster than they ever should have. I have to struggle to not trip over myself, but somehow I managed to keep up the pace that Damien was forcing my whole body to maintain. I've had a friend like that before. Five minutes and 3 more laps later, I fall flat on my ass, my heart beating so fast and lungs burning so fiercely that every breath feels like sandpaper scraping against my throat. Regardless of that, though, I finished the drug. The first small step towards conquering my physical weakness. Was it co-op? No, I mean like IRL, like in school. I had a friend who was like the like jockey type person, right? Like the like athletic, like sports ball, you know, person, right? He did baseball. He was both on the baseball team and on the fucking football team for the school. But he was just a really, really chill guy. But he would like hang out with like the other like the other like athletic people. Like he like, and so he was just like we would just hang out. And, like he wouldn't try to be like the best at anything. He just was good at stuff. Like physical stuff. That was the monkey lady? No. But yeah, I remember one time like around when we first met. He was like, yeah, natural Chad. He was like, why you like, you know, so far behind? Cause like, I'm not necessarily really slow, but I have short legs, so I can't go very fast. Like very far, very fast. If that makes any sense? And I'll tire out quicker before I get any good distance. And I was like, I'm fucking small, dude. I can't go any faster than this. Like, you know? He was like, sure you can. Just jump. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah. Just run. Jump from step to step. So you can cover more ground. I was like, what? And he started pushing me. And like my legs couldn't keep up, and he was like, just jump, bro. I was like, what? The guy was a fucking idiot, but he wasn't wrong. I was like lunging myself forward with each step, like more so than like you normally would while running. And he was pushing me forward while I was in the air. I eventually did eat shit, but boop. Sure you can, just go on all four. You know what they say, 4 legs are better than 2. No, but yeah, that was funny. I did eventually eat shit. So Ink was you if you went to Dino Art School? No. I did dabble in photography though, and I did take photography class in elective. Maybe. I didn't wear 6 shades though. Or a sick jacket. What I'm saying is I relate, and I had a friend like this. A friend in like a similar archetype. That guy might have been high 24/7, and I would never know. The first small step towards conquering my physical weakness. Good job, maggots! Keep this up and you'll be soldiers yet. Lon turns to me with a slight grin, shoots me a thumbs up. Okay, that's all for today. Hit the lockers, cupcakes! Demon heals back up and we join the rest of the male students as we head back to the locker room. Talk a bit more about our interests and other school matters on the way. Demon filling me in a bit of St. Hammond's history during the 3 years he's been in attendance. By a bit of luck, our lockers aren't that far apart from one another. But our conversation isn't a real possibility considering all the other ones going, I can't read, dude. All the other ones going on in the relatively cramped locker rooms. There really isn't that much more time to chat before the bell rings for our next class switch. I think the fastest a human has gone to was 60 kilometers. Because they were Because they would run on all fours? Bro, how? Actually, how? Oh, I have to get by to Damien and start looking for my next class. Don't forget! Lunch with the buds! None replies, I turn around and head down to the hall. Here's my next class. Basically, there's a time where you're in the air and you're not pushing yourself at the ground. I mean, yeah. But that's like break time, you know? Going down the hall, I take notice of the surroundings. Though everything about the school seemed pretty normal, there are some key modifications made to better suit the majority of the student body. Mainly water fountains that settle a good 10 or more feet above me. Overall, nothing crazy special. Next class, I'm sort of looking forward to. AP Art Design. The class looks like it's in a studio classroom on the second floor. Part of the school here is built to be both inside and outside, with open ceilings and walls here or there. Yeah, my high school is like this as well. Like exactly like this. Not the tiles. That's weird. Since there's also the art wing, displayed pictures are coated in hydrophobic layers and framed. So since it's the start of the year, the halls are freshly cleared, waiting to be filled as the semesters pass. Of course, there's no shortage of drains. This hall in particular is displayed prominently in the school's advertising material, and for good reason. The carefully and expertly built dynamic between the surrounding nature, the school, and even the building materials themselves is nothing less than mystical. I can already feel the creative juices flowing. Soon enough, I'm standing just outside the door to my class. Much like the school wall outside, it's decorated in various colors and patterns, each corner painted and tagged by different students. Barely step foot inside before the bell rings. I was the last one in, all but one of the other seats were taken. It's pretty close to the front. While many of the students look well prepared.
Sorry.
So, what? I'm just a little hungry. Hey, you whisper. I have a headset with music on. No, talk to me. We talk louder.
I'm making baked potatoes
Ooh.
and steak
Ooh.
and
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't know if I'm gonna do boiled veggies yet. Oh, and
Okay.
garlic potatoes.
Ooh. Fancy. Sounds delicious. Love you. My wife is a chef cat. My love! Come here a sec. Oh. Citizens who are prepared, some are clearly ready to fall asleep within the next few minutes. And there's the teacher. He's standing up by the board, waiting for me to finish, looking around and take a seat. Finished looking around and take a seat. He isn't urging me to look for a seat. He must be used to new students taking it all in. That must be the art teacher. Somehow he looks young and old at the same time.
So
I see that.
The litter bot is the problem.
What is it?
Because you know I left a little bit of litter in the
Yeah.
litter bin?
Yeah.
Even though Jin saw the litter bot working, he stole it.
He's still just on the floor anyway.
That's because he was sharing it.
So I'll try having both for a little bit, see what happens. I think he's still gonna share on the floor. I do think that.
We'll see how it goes.
Because you didn't have a problem with the litter bot. When we locked him away. But I don't think that's the problem. Yeah.
No, if this works. Doesn't.
We'll just keep scooping.
Huh?
We'll just keep scooping.
Works. But if it doesn't, then...
Alrighty. Well, don't want to hold up the class for too long. Trying to take the teacher's hospitality for granted, I take the seat closest to me in the front row. Even with me sitting down, the teacher still continues to idle, instead staring at the seated students with a hazy stare. Nobody else seems to be paying attention to him, save for a few people here and there. Few students are whispering something behind me. Where was he yesterday? Yeah, I'm not complaining about less work. Yeah, but on the first day? Huh, so in a way it's the teacher's first day as well. I didn't miss anything in this class. That's pretty cool, actually. Teacher slams the front of his desk with both fists, the sound echoing through the room. It's the signal for all auxiliary conversation to cease. The class obeys. Despite the sudden furniture abuse, the teacher doesn't look agitated. Rather, he's got a massive grin on his face. The phrase, winning smile, comes to mind. Alright then! The pale pterodactyl holds up looks to be a metallic tray on a stick. It holds what looks to be a metallic... That looks like a feather. You're retarded. Good morning, class! Thank you, Dr. Jesus, for forcing me to wear prescription shades. The classmates are all wincing in pain, wiping at their eyes. And welcome to the AP Art Design! He holds up the stick haphazardly. This is a flash pan! Saw it at an antique store yesterday. Thought it'd be a good introduction. It's not important. Worthless, actually. The class winces as the stick is chucked in the garbage can. Wait, what is this? A metallic tray on a stick. Once the stick is chucked into the garbage bin and shattered. Excuse my absence yesterday. I had matters to take care of elsewhere. My name is Mr. Yanaka. In the blink of an eye, the teacher has replaced the sun on a stick with a fancy marker and managed to scroll his name across the board in the finest show of calligraphy. And I shall be your guide as we explore the expanse of the creative world. Let's not dilly-dally then, shall we? Hi, SCP Dead Man. How's it going? The teacher is very animated. This first week we'll be going in-depth on the history of the fundamentals of art. Perhaps a little trial by fire as well, to get your creative juices flowing. There are murmurs from my classmates that I pay them no mind. In fact, the prospect of doing some creative work to create something that I could possibly show off. Each moment I picture my own name on a placard in the hallway outside the principal's office. Well now, though, I'd like for you all to open up your page to book... I'm dyslexic. Open up your book to page 3. Wait, my book. Wait, what book? Wait. Look around, I see everyone else has a novel-sized hardcover book opened. Oh. They must have gotten them yesterday. Now then, class will be starting with... Fuck. I keep hitting the wrong button by accident. Hesitantly, I raise my hand. Mr. Yatakan, sir? I, don't have a book yet. You don't have... How? Substitute passed all of them out yesterday. Ooh. Eyes quickly open. Second, as he connects some internal dots. The word on the street is that some new kid got concussed so hard he had to leave early. Did the street at least mention I was doing well before that? Oh, of course not. You're Mr. Nito, then. His name is Incognito. That's his fucking name. The previous guy was Anon. It's like Inco, something with a G, Nito. So Inco G Nito. I'm retarded. Yes, sir. Given the circumstance, I'll let it slide. Yeah, that's why he has shades, yeah. For now, why don't you share with one of your classmates? After class, I'll write you a note that you can take to the librarian. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna regret being so late, because the only person I can realistically share with is the person to my side. So, hey... Wait a minute. Wasn't she the one speaking through the hallway yesterday? Like back then, I feel her gaze piercing and cold. She's not even seeing me next to her. It'll be okay to share the book. It'll only be for today. In response, she lets out a defeated low groan. Like I just spit in her cereal. She then huddles back over her page. Oh gee, sorry I asked. On the first day, maybe I won't need it. Olivia, come on, share with him this one time. I already told him I'd personally resolve the issue. Just help me out here, alright? I already hate her. I already hate her. I do not want to hug that gator. She responds by making a show of sighing deeply while rolling her head back and around. Ordinarily, there'd be a groan to go with the gesture, but she remains silent. Her head hangs low in defeat, and she nudges the book a few centimeters closer to me. Thanks. Thanks. I set my own desk closer to her, just enough that I can read the page. While the teacher rates the page as if reading from Death of a Hunter, I follow. It's almost like trying to capture anything that stands out into my notebook. A lot more difficult than expected, as Mr. Yatacon seems to put emphasis on every word he spoke. I felt like I was just copying the page wholesale. My eyes turned from the book to the girl's notes, and scritch. There's some very murderous-looking claws on her fingertips. For a split second, I see them retract. She wipes her fingertips on a small hand towel and... Whoa, the claws extend again, into a bright red puddle on her desk. A singular red-colored claw is pressed on her paper for a moment, then quickly tugged and swirled and twisted. And behind a bright red cursive sentence on the page. Cool. Silver eyes just flick my way once more. What? Or what you're doing that looks pretty cool. Hint of red creeps across the girl's cheeks. Looks back at the book and hunches her shoulders as high as she dinally can. Huh? She's now leaning over her notes too, even using the books as extra protection for the pages. I should be focused on my own notes, yeah. Also a task now, though, as a colorful calligraphy next to me has piqued my curiosity. The quill talon continues to delicately etch notes onto the page. I'm sorry, hold on, pause. You're telling me this gator girl, A, has retractable claws, B, can produce her own ink? Or uses her blood or something within her claw retraction? What is going on here? It leaves the page to dip into what looks like a tiny paint palette at the edge of her desk. Oh, okay. Claws extend again. Now there's faint rumbling. Hey. I meant to get caught up in it. Sorry, prefer to give me a name. She doesn't. She returns to focus on her book between us. I know what her deal is. In either case, I turn my attention back to the class, hope I can make up for lost time. Hard to ignore the gator girl, though. Especially when those icy gray eyes of hers feel like icicles poised to stab through me. Hey, wait a second. Those hand motions. I'm not writing anything right now. Just drawing. Oh. Not my business. Oh. But I am rather curious. Make a show of leaning back to yawn. Now I can see it's... Whoa, it's a calligraphic doodle of me. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually super cool. Yeah, gators don't have retractable claws last I checked. That's weird. Yeah, no, their claws are permanently fixed and cannot be retracted. Plus, it means painted with blood. No, it's not with blood. She is using ink. There's ink at like the edge of her table. I think it means that she's like retracting them into the ink. Maybe, I don't know. I'm mistaken. That's my jacket and sunglasses. Mostly sunglasses. That's pretty cool. Nobody's ever drawn me before. Well, there were those others on the first day of school, but that's different. They weren't using their own claws or ink. Oh man, I can't wait. I gotta ask for a closer look. Hey. Your picture's super cool. Can I see it? She glares me in the eyes, but slowly brings out the sheaf she was doodling on. They're more visible, I can just barely make out all the important details. My work is sharp. Each stroke an organic curve then, and combined formed what had to be me. It even had my sunglasses in the negative space of the head. So what was with the multiple swervy lines coming out of my drawing's head? Dude, this is great. She rolls her eyes and starts retracting the page. Can I take a picture of it? Pause. Why? Nobody's ever done something like that for me. I want to remember it. Pass the paper over to me. It's yours. Oh, really? Thanks. Don't mention it. But don't. He's nice. Our grueling period made worse by my own anxiety, the bell rings to set us free. Finally, freedom at last. Stay for a minute longer. Just stay for a minute longer, Rinku. I get some sideways glances from other students as they leave, no doubt suspecting I'm a teacher's pet already. A few strokes of Miss Penn, Yada kinda hands me a note. Just show this to the librarian and she'll hand you your books. On your way now. She's a baryonyx. What the fuck does that mean? No, the baryonyx did not have retractable claws. It had large hooked claw on each thumb. How dare they defy the dino autists? Yeah, retractable claws are not common on lizards. Or birds, for that matter. They're more of a thing on cats. And, like, feline creatures. Yeah, animals with retractable claws primarily include members of the Felidae family, with some Viveridae, civets and related animals, also possessing this adaptation. Specifically, most cats, including lions, tigers, domestic cats, and jaguars, have fully retractable claws. Exceptions include cheetahs, which have semi-retractable claws. So yeah, it's like a... Apparently, there are some species of reptile and some species of bird that have a form of retractable claw for hunting. So, like the secretary bird, and the lizards like Quataras. Quick trip to the library earns me my missing books. I even got a fancy laminated library card. Anakin's introduction to his class certainly has me excited for photography next. First stop, though, lunch. Can't take pictures on an empty stomach. Between my lackluster breakfast and gym class, I'm starving. Despite my hunger, though, I'm stopped dead in my tracks as I look around the cafeteria for a place to sit. The whole place is overtaken by lawless anarchy. I've never seen a riot this intense. You students have even crawled halfway up the wall, hanging by the decorative vines. Food flies about everywhere, utilizes ammunition rather than sustenance. And yet the security guard by the door isn't moving. This must be acceptable. Sure to think what would be bad enough to warrant from taking action. I've never seen anything like this. Any of my old schools. He's never been to New York, then, Lamo? More importantly, all the cliques have already formed from the previous day. I missed my chance to sit with anybody. Hold on. Hey, it's only the second day. I'm actually so it's too late for anything. Go, Nico! Shoulder checked from behind by what feels like an oversized fist. Or an undersized boulder. If it wasn't already by a wall, I would have either been sent sprawling or made into roadkill. I turned about and met with Damien's toothy grin. Ow, what? What, already forgot about me? You don't got anywhere to be, right? Yeah. You stuttered. Come on, we're going somewhere. Might as well, right? Things adding motions at me follow through the traffic of students going about the lunchroom. Looking at the crowd waving over me and disappearing again like he's outrunning something. Good thing I hadn't gotten my own lunch yet. He'd be dumped on the ground with the elbows and slapping them. With the clamoring, I hear something about a turf war restarting with the new year. And that Megalodon will continue to rule. Somewhere mixed in is the undeniable sound of a steel chair clattering to the ground. This place is an actual war zone now. How on earth is Damien able to weave through these guys so easily? Eventually he leads me to the far corner of the room, to his usual lunch table. Hey, you're alive! I think one of my ribs is cracked. That's just school spirit you're feeling. Ugh. I feel less like a person, more like a well-used punching bag. I'm just stretching my wounded back and actually check the table. It's basically empty. Only one other person here. The gator girl gives an unamused raised eyebrow. Hey, you... Oh snap, you know Olivia? Olivia, right, yeah. The one and only. Why didn't you tell me you met already? Because I only sort of did. We're in the same class. Ah, okay, I get it now. Still, that sounds awesome. All my lunch buddies are artists. Oh? Oh yeah, there's usually a third in our group. But she's out screwing around in school business. We'll probably be back tomorrow. Student council stuff can't take that long, right? What's she need with the student council? Oh, she doesn't need anything with the student council. She's in it. She's the treasurer. Treasurer? Something like that. What do you think, Olivia? Olivia just grunts in reply. She doesn't even bother to look up from her lunch tray. Aren't you an artist too, Damien? Wait. Aren't you an artist too, Damien? Nah, I don't got the patience to sit around for hours like that. So you're not taking advantage of the art programs here? You don't really need him. Home's just real close by. The only other artist here today is Olivia. His arms went over Olivia as if he was presenting her in an auction or something. For her part, the gator girl just grunts again. Well, what do you do then, Olivia? Well, she looks up, turning an indifferent look my way. Did she say something? What was that? The ambient war noises are a bit loud. I can't hear a thing. Sorry, I can't hear anything you're saying over the... No sweating! She's just a real quiet type. Hey, paint! Whoa, hey! Holy hell, her voice sounds raspy. She'd never drunk a drop of water in her life. Oh.
When you have a hole in your neck, you can't face the shower head. I paint!
Guess I hadn't noticed before when she gave me those one-syllable responses, but for someone's voice to be strained from a single sound? She furrows her brow and looks back down at her lunch.
Love. Drink some fucking water,
Oh,
please.
stop. We've been standing around for a while. He sits back in his own seat, takes a huge bite of mystery meat steak. Think of the line name! Right, food. The work on poor breakfast today, I'm particularly famished now. But the line... All eyes look to where the lunch line should be. It's become a full-blown riot. Someone's got a fire extinguisher trying to stop it. Oh, I probably should have waited for you to get yours. Oops. Damon returns to his steak rather aggressively. But who am I to question dino etiquette and the act of using one's foot to anchor the food for tearing? What? Suddenly the sound of squeaking rubber draws both our attention towards Olivia. She's holding onto one of her wheels, having just skidded it across the granite floor. Oh, what's up? She tilts her head back towards the courtyard door behind us. Looks like there's a few vending machines out there. Huh, I guess I'll check them out. Leave the group behind to go try and get lunch. Not a fan of soda and chips for a meal, but it's enough for wartime survival. Hey, this thing accepts credit cards. Handy. I'm feeling like... My favorite color is drywall, store brand soda. Pretending to be on a diet, baked chips. Well, I like baked chips though. I'm a huge fucking idiot. Going to get a sports drink. I'll take the baked chips, dude. Pick out a few of the brands I recognize enough to take me over for the rest of the school day. I bent to pick up the bags from the dispenser slot, and that green chick's looking at me. She notices me gazing at her and hunches over again hurriedly. What's all that about? Right, making new friends. Buy a few extra sodas on the table. Everything back in both arms. Place them on an empty spot. Oh yeah, can't soda to Damien. Hold on a second. He looks at me like I had just tossed him a gold bar. Whoa, dude. I almost read that as Dildo Boy. The Dilo Boy's mouth opens wide as he Look at that pog, bro. He's like, whoa, dude! As he chomps on the bottom of the can, his fangs pierce the thin metals and spraying its contents down his gullet. I tossed him over to Olivia as well. She eyes as though I were a booby trap for taking a bag of chips. Damien sighs happily as he chucks the shredded remains of his can away. Caffeine ambrosia. What were we talking about before? Olivia's art, right? She's really good, Inky. Like, you wouldn't believe. Can you at least stick to a nickname? Really? Oh, totally. She's like won awards and stuff.
Can I get
Yes?
a awa awa?
Thank
Can
you.
I please
I
get
could
a
snap
awa
some
awa?
glamour shots for you. In fact, I could snap some glamour shots for you. Sorry. Awa, 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 awa! No need, dude. I've already got pictures on my phone. No, I mean, hold on. I picked my backpack up from the floor and zipping retrieving my beloved camera from it. I'm actually into photography. Dino-Man reaches for the well-aged DSLR. On instinct, I swat his hand away. Hey. Sorry, force of habit. What do you think, Olivia? She eyes me up and down with the same furrowed brow. Aren't you the guy that ate dirt in gym yesterday? Yep. No. I just realized I thought it was a choice, but no, it's both of them. I shoot David a quick dirty glance for returning to look at Olivia. It wasn't that bad. It was pretty bad, dude. It wasn't. And how does everyone seem to know about it? Damien looks aside sheepishly. I may have had a hand spreading the story around. I thought it was funny. Don't worry though, everyone has some embarrassing story. One time I got my frill stuck in the bathroom stall. Wait, you need to know that. It took him an hour to get it out. See? Everybody's got something. I love him, dude. I love him. He's great. He's so great. What do you think so far? Okay, so far, this is an interesting dynamic, right? Gigatard, right? Like, Gigatard, hyper-friendly, like, fucking, what's I'm looking for? Golden Retriever boyfriend, right? Awkward, quiet kid. And us, who is like, normal. The boss jumps into her jaws, her face looking out to nowhere as if she's thinking about something. He moves close to me, one of his frills extends to hide from Olivia. Dude, I haven't seen her talk this much during lunch since last year. Well, it's only been 2 days. She said 3 things and one of them was a grunt. Why the secrecy? It's like a secret meeting. Those are cool. But yeah, this is something else. She's really warming up to you, I can tell. He's like, it's like, why are we whispering? He's like, it's like a secret meeting, dog. Don't you think this is cool, bro? Sit back down properly. Honestly, this whole thing is a little creepy. She's probably not a bad person to talk to, but Damien isn't helping any. As eager as I am to make new friends this year, definitely not how I thought it would pan out. Maybe it's the best that I can. Maybe it's the best I get through lunch quickly and quietly. It's kind of a spot to sit during lunch. Not like I'd have any other options. Ah, there you are, Inko! A voice rings out to greet me, which catches our attention. I see a familiar bespectacled face walk over us with the lunch tray in his hands. Glad to see you've made it to lunch this time. Oh, hey, Ben. I'm guessing you and Inky already met. Introduced myself after I bumped into him the other day. Speaking of bumps, you should have seen Inky here yesterday. Damien lets out a cackle and slaps me on the back, igniting the gym pains in my body and almost knocking my glasses off. And gives a concerned half smile. This must be my eternal torment for the rest of the semester. Yeah, about yesterday. Ben looks down the aisle of chatting students and signals to someone with his head. Standing 10 feet away from us, an imposing-looking dinosaur girl with blonde hair, crimson scales, and sporting a fiery leather jacket. Red leather jacket. Ben motions to her to come closer with a soft smile on his face and nod. I know who it is already based on this guy's expression. And she smiles back, though her own is noticeably strained. Okay, I'm here. She slowly makes her way over, and I notice how some of the students begin to quiet down as she passes them by. That's a crazy silhouette. Hey, yo! What? Gets closer, her intense presence invades me. And even though we're about the same height, I feel like an ant about to get crushed under her boot. Somewhere in me, a synapse connects her face to me tasting bright red rubber yesterday. I really wish it hadn't.
Inko, Mia here has something to say to you.
Mia stays silent but strides the last couple steps rigidly to stand right in front of me. She sucks in air through her teeth. Sorry. The corner of the girl's lips start to rise. Oh boy, here it comes.
I didn't mean to knock your lights out.
Behind her, I notice Ben wincing. Girl lets out a laugh and lays an arm around my shoulders, her smile growing wide once more. Whoa, lady! He creeps along my face, her muzzle nears my ear, especially when a puff of hot air blows by the lobe. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa. So this is why you wanted to put me on my back. I see. You like to ride tough. Bro. I would make her so uncomfortable and probably get my ass beat so quickly. He is torn away, though. I feel her fingers dig roughly into my shoulder. Her sharp hiss of a whisper scrapes my eardrum. The ball was me being nice, Bulge. Screw the class over again, I'll fucking end you. So edgy. In seconds, I'd be empty, Luma. Nodding and understanding, Mia pushes away from me with a small cheer.
See? All clear now, Betty boy. Mia, that's not quite...
Ah, boo, you know how I am. Her eyes flutter as she looks his way.
Yes, I know, but... I promised you would be... nicer. I know, and I was. So I'll be seeing you later tonight, Benny.
Just like we promised. Oh? What? She moves off collectively and backs into the crowd, vanishing before either one of us could fully process her words and actions. Amy nudges my side. Dude, I think she likes you. Bro. Damien thinks everyone likes me.
Sorry about that, Inko. I heard earlier about what happened at PE and connected the dots. Mia comes off as rough around the edges, but she's actually really sweet. I'll talk to her about it more later.
You and her, huh?
Yeah, since the start of high school.
Classic jock and nerd pairing. Sounds like you're living the dream.
You know it. But yeah, I'm sorry for your first impression of her isn't ideal.
They're together! No, I'd have to disagree, lolly-headed. Ben's face is probably imprinted into her headboard. Mia posters come together. Nah, dude, fucking... Bro. Ben is probably one of those, like huge schlong twinks, you know? If I had to take a guess. Have you guys ever heard, like, people talk about how twinks always have, like really, just disproportionate, like, huge fucking schmeat. Ben gets pegged every night. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Maybe. Maybe. Ben either gets pegged or has a massive, massive wee-wee. All I'm saying is I've never seen Ben's lower half. He might have a third fucking pant leg, dog. It's fine, it was just dodgeball. Not like, you know, she was looking to do something. Yeah. Damien? Mm-hmm. Damien looks up, from the rest of his meal, having selectively heard his name. Did you not spread rumors around about your fellow classmates? No worries, Nico and I are cool. That still doesn't make it right. Sure, yes sir, yeah. Sure. Yes, sir, yeah. Then gives a lazy salute. Ben merely sighs as he places his tray on the table and makes himself comfortable. See next to me. All of a sudden, Ben notices my camera still on the table. Oh, is this your camera angle? Huh? Oh yeah, I was showing it to Damien and Olivia earlier. May I? Oh, my instincts kick in for a moment before remembering that Ben also works the camera. Sure, have a look. I watch as Ben gingerly picks up my camera and gives it a thorough inspection. I must say, as far as standard DSLRs go, it was very good quality. Nothing too special, really. Just something I picked up a while back. Well, you have good taste in camera models. He hands me back my camera, to which I place it back into my backpack. Thanks. Something like that would be easy to get some great shots. Well, I do have a small collection in my portfolio drive. Portfolio? Oh man. I only just got mine a month ago. They've got like 1,000 pieces to choose from for the New Year's art contest. What? You missed that announcement. What announcement? The school has an annual art contest at the start of every new year. The winner gets a small cash prize, but the bigger prize is the fact that the winner's piece is submitted for publication in a couple big-time magazines. Oh, she left. She backed the fuck out. She's the winner, dude. Oh. Oh well. Yeah, look. Wait. Huh? Yeah, she's, Irish goodbye for the win. Yeah, dude. No, she's not back. She's not back. Femboys have different points allocations. Sometimes. It's true. Hello, Shane's World. No idea how I got here, no idea why I'm here. But I'm here to say, Shane's World. Party time. Womp womp. Birds. You know what? Real. Welcome in, Shane's World. Shane's World, party time, womp womp birds. What's up, dude? Like, I like femboys, but sometimes I think they're a government psyop. Maybe. Yeah, I rewinded it. Oh wow! That sounds awesome! Of course, it also means a lot of students plan ahead and work all summer. Some to submit. Did you do anything for it, Ben? You know it! Good luck. Liz said she turned in the perfect piece yesterday. Okay, now I'm interested. I want a chance to show my real skill. It's something I'm good at. Hey, Olivia could help you out. With your shots and her art, you two could totally win. Right, Olivia? Olivia? We'll turn our heads to Olivia only to realize that she's disappeared. Where did she leave? Confused, I scanned around the cafeteria and my eyes managed to spot her through the crowd of students. Pulling away towards the cafeteria doors, quickly. Just like that, I lose sight of her as fast as I'd seen her. I used to do that. So I had like multiple friend groups I would hang around in high school, and whenever I got bored of like a conversation, I would just disappear. I would just stop walking along with them during lunch. Cause like we did, like, so the high school that I went to was really fucking big. It was a really big high school, chat. And chat, but the high school I went to is big enough that I feel comfortable telling you what school it is. And even if you like, you know, went back and were like, ah, Roza went to school these years, you still wouldn't know who's me. But it's huge fucking school. And during lunch, the entire school would have lunch at the same time. And we had lunch in the old building, right? So there was like the old school building. It is really long, only like 2 floors high at the most, in some sections of it. And it's like the like outdoor halls sort of thing that like we saw earlier. And then there's a new building, which is like a 4-story building. It's all the way at the end of the block. My school was several blocks long. And during lunch we could walk around and stuff. You don't have to stay in the lunchroom. You just walk around the entire school if you wanted to. You can eat anywhere. And so, what we would do is we'd hang out. We'd just walk around school while talking and stuff. And whenever I got bored, or like I saw someone else that I hadn't talked to that day, and I was like, oh, let me go, check in with them. I'd just stop walking, and my friends would walk on ahead, and I'd leave them behind, and they'd forget I'm there. Well, they just would notice that I'm missing. I'm gone. I would Irish goodbye. And then I would just show up with some other group of friends. Yeah, but who asked? No one. It was just topical with the chick disappearing. She got noticed though. She's a rookie. Balance is just yapping time? Exactly. How's it going though, Casriel? What's up, dude? Turn to look at Damien and Ben. Damien not only looks puzzled, but also disappointed for some reason. Ben, meanwhile, he almost looks annoyed that Olivia left. Guess she hasn't changed. So it seems. Them distinctive words make me feel like there's more going on than I'm aware of. Decided not to try and pry into it. Instead, bring the conversation back. Well, I still want to try. You can upload submission on the school's website. Oh, then I'll need an account. You don't have one? I don't think so. I've been told they'll get me that stuff by the end of the week.
Sounds about right.
Truthfully, it takes maybe 5 minutes at most to deal with that. And why the wait?
Nobody wants to deal with it.
Guess I'll wait then. He scratches out of his head.
I think there's someone in Stuco that can help you out, actually.
The treasurer's duty day today. So that's where Liz ended up. I
don't know any names, so maybe.
Huh. Guess I get to meet Liz sooner rather than later. I think I'll take care of that before lunch is over then. I'll see you in class, Ben.
Sure thing.
Later, Damien. Deuces, man. Tell Liz I say hi. Tell Liz I said hi.
Inko, Mia broke my pelvis again. Call an ambulance.
Finally can show off my skills. Show that I'm just as capable an artist as anyone else here. Computer lab is an offshoot room from our library. As for the library itself, aside from an expected emphasis on anatomy drawing guides, and the like, it's pretty standard. Not to brag, but the school I was at for my freshman and junior years had a library with 2 floors. Probably should have read a thing or two with all those resources. I'm sorry, I heard jingling outside my door. It's like distracting me. Getting off topic, the computer lab is the focus. The tranquility of the library is overtaken by the organized sterility of the lab. 40 standardized sets of computers and monitors line the walls, forming a panopticon around the desks. The desk reserved for the teacher in the middle. I remember them being organized differently in elementary school, but for a few years now, I've just been seeing this formation. Sounds to me like someone got caught one too many times working on more risque art pieces. Monitors are all turned on. Only one's logged in. Weird. There's nobody here. Damien and Ben said Liz would be here, though. Maybe she's in the bathroom. I want to pry and snoop around. I'm really pressed for time here. On screen, I see open PDFs and documents. They look finance-related. With abbreviations and jargon I don't understand. Maybe I can figure out how to create my account on my own. Oh, Jesus.
What are you doing?
Ah! Oh, did I go?
I didn't mean to scare you.
Oh, thank Christ, just a dino girl with an extremely long neck and not a specter.
No, really, what were you doing to the fiscal report I was working on?
I didn't do anything. Whoa!
I've been working on that all day. Why did you touch it?
I didn't, I only minimized it, I swear. Right, I'm here for a reason. Are you Liz? Brachiosaurus furiously reopens all her windows and for a while, types out some information before acknowledging me again.
Excuse me?
I want to submit something for that art contest going on, but I don't have any school login info yet. Ben told me you'd be able to help.
Ben, huh?
Well, Ben and Damien. Almost something beneath her breath and turns her head back to me.
Yeah, I'm Liz.
Stop doing that. That's fucking weird. Whoa. Inca. But yeah, I'm new here, so I need to count.
Not a problem at all.
Liz sits down and cracks her knuckles as he starts typing away at the keyboard.
Alright, I'll see if I can get that done for you.
Much display of spreadsheet software experience, Liz navigates and organizes several documents in seconds. I've always had the general idea that there were a lot of shortcuts and commands, but sheesh. She's resourceful.
So, you're an artist too? Since you want to enter the contest so bad.
Oh yeah, I'm a photographer.
Yeah? How are you liking here so far?
Well,
since you usually jump to asking about, what they're graduating here for, so they can more easily form connections and collaborate. So excuse me if I might be going too fast.
I can't read. No, not at all. I'm a bit more at ease now. You just explained it. Pretty good. Although I feel bad about missing most of the first day.
It's not a big deal.
Guess not. Although, truth be told, I see those paintings framed in the hall by the principal's office, and it does put a bit of rain on my parade.
Oh, those? Yeah, I get what you mean. I think it's like that by design, honestly. Something about breaking the students' egos. You need a bind to improve like crazy so you can reach your goals. I think that's what happened to me. I'm planning on going to university and getting a degree in design and business.
Business degree, good. Design degree, not terrible, because there's a difference between art and like design for like studios and shit like that, for like logos and stuff. There's graphic design is very different than art school. Like, there's a difference between getting like a degree in art design and getting a degree in quote unquote art or in drawing or whatever. Right? So not art design, sorry, with graphic design versus art. Right? So the thing with graphic design is that there's like a science to it. It's not like you just design things however you want, right? So with graphic design, there are like basically certain ways to design things that human psychology better responds to. So there's like a level of like psychology involved to like actually being good at graphic design. It's not just like drawing whatever your fucking it's not just drawing whatever like the person hiring you, your employer wants. It's designing something that's going to be effective for what they want it for. So yeah, that is a bit different. I do think graphic design is one of those things where it's like, yeah, that's something you probably should study. And that's just the start. I'm also starting to become an apprentice for art dealings. Getting the right paintings for the right people. That's also smart too. My tutor said I'm impressive enough I should start enrolling for any and all the important universities around the country I'd like. Wow. I mean, I'm also pretty well off myself, but it never occurred to me that I should
Oh my god.
ambitious. What do you think? Her name's Liz.
Garlic butter.
Why'd you just give me a spoonful of garlic butter?
Thumbs up?
The way that you just like you just presented me. Hold on, can you understand? My wife just presented me a like off-white liquid on a fucking spork, and I without question just fucking drank it.
Is it good garlic butter?
That's how much I trust my wife, chat. Yes, that's really good. That's really good garlic butter. It's a bit overwhelming because I didn't eat it with anything.
Yeah,
But that's pretty good.
Okay.
I love you too. You're well trained. No explanation needed. Chug down the white stuff. Garlic butter, meth. Yeah, dude, it was good. But yeah, dude, that was funny. She just handed it to me. She was like, try this. And I was like, okay. I just opened my mouth and let her put a spork full of fucking like liquid, like white, slightly yellowish liquid into my mouth. But got a mind wiping device. Thank you. What about you? I'm going to be an influencer blogger and be crazy popular. I'm going to publish a photography magazine. I don't know, but it's going to be big. I think photography magazine's a good way to go. Well, it's something. At least more than a lot of people here. What do you mean? Like half the school may as well just be in daycare. Maybe that sounds rude, but we've got these school programs and even industry professionals coming in, their lectures, but it's like some people are here just because their friends happen to be here too. No big plans, it seems. Sorry. No big plans, it seems. Yeah. Wait, you mean like Damien? Yeah, I should have mentioned it. He's so cool though, don't get me wrong. I would be talking to him. Maybe be talking about him to you like this doesn't come across as douchey. He's definitely the friendly type. He even partnered with me in gym class and dragged me along to sit with him at lunch. Is that so? Yeah, he was really excited about it too. And introduced me to Olivia as well and tried to break the ice so she can come out of her shell. Oh wait, sorry. This is her. And then introduced you to Olivia as well. Tried to break the ice so she can come out of her shell. Yeah, how'd you know? Oh boy, I'm sorry about that, Inka.
What? Is Damien messing with me? No, Damien is great. No, Damien is great. He's just maybe a little too eager. He considers you a friend to him. He'll want you to be our friend too. Specifically, he'll want you to be Olivia's friend. What's wrong with that? Nothing at all. But you've seen Olivia. You can probably tell she's a bit unresponsive. Doesn't really like to talk to anyone, not even Damien. You can definitely try to be your friend, but just know that she'll most likely ignore you. You don't like Olivia? What? No, I do. She's fine, I guess. I sit with her during lunch after all. And I'm sure you'll get along with us just fine. And hey, I'd love to see Olivia make a friend. Just don't get too invested trying to get her to warm up to you. Damien will always be down to hang out though. I just really don't mind. It's just that him and Olivia are nigh inseparable. So if the deal turns you off, then it's not your fault either. There's history to that warning. Yup. There is history to that warning. That was, man. Inseparable? So they're like girlfriend and boyfriend? No. They just live in the same house. They just live in the same house. Whoa. Oh. Damien's also just incredibly patient and outgoing. I envy him. But yeah, he would like nothing more than everyone getting along like best buddies. Unless you're like Damien, you can be pleasant to a brick wall forever. Your time is probably better spent elsewhere. So, how serious are you about your ambitions? Pretty serious, I think. Liz nods. Something to keep in mind then. It's a struggle, but like Damien says, we gotta keep trying, right? Gives me a half-hearted smile, but she still seems sad about something. Flora Snack Ma'am attempts to seduce Gator Man Liz. She's not a gator. Anyway, sorry for talking your ear off about private matters. You still want to get the submission turned in? Pause for a second on one tab to scan for something. And got it. Motions your head to the back of the room. Printer as it hums to life.
How many pieces of garlic butter toast?
Get up, get the paper. Both my username and password here are strings of numbers.
Sorry.
What?
How many pieces of garlic butter toast do you think you're gonna eat?
Maybe 2. Not big. Hi. Yeah, like 1 or 2.
I keep trying to straighten this out, but it don't fit right.
That's what happens when you don't have a collar for it. That's what the collar's for.
Yeah, but I don't like it being like
So close to your neck. That's fair. Looks like you trimmed pretty far from the collar though. On the upside, I think you look cute. Your little fucking. Why? No. No! Stop it! No, I already feel sick. No, I can't.
just one.
Let me mute. You're gonna unmute?
Just one boob squeeze.
Okay. I clear my throat. Go for it.
You're like, go for it.
You can do it! No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. I'll grab your hand. I'll guide it pretty just if you want.
Yeah, got Local Florida man arrested for trying to rob a McDonald's with a gate.
Yep, that has happened.
Oh my god.
That's a real story. I can't right now. I'll do it back later. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm too on edge. I'm sorry. I can't do it, baby. I can't. Mwah. I can't breathe. Boy, alrighty. I got up in the paper. Oh yeah, right. I snapshot the username and password so I won't have to remember it. Thanks. Anyway, we should hurry. Lunch's ending soon. Right, according to the time display on the monitor, I've only got 10 minutes left. Follow the instructions on the printout. Finally getting to the student hub of the site. Thankfully, the art contest is displayed prominently across it. Clicking through a couple of links, I finally find the submission instructions. It's simply a matter of putting my entry details on the name, as the name of the file, and drag it into the school's shared drive. Plugging in my portable portfolio hard drive, I create a copy of my magnum opus. Then, a quick rename, drag it here, and drag it here, just in time. Take the extra minute to safely undock my hard drive, and then log off the computer. Looking back to Liz, she's completely wrapped up in her work. I don't think interrupting her is a good idea, especially after what she said about Olivia and her own time. I have to simply leave her be and head out of the room and library for class. After all, it's time for the class I'd been looking forward to the most. Today is certainly turning out better than yesterday. I don't like her. I like Olivia more than I like her. I don't like her at all. You get married already? We're married. Moms with Guns 1. We're literally married. I don't understand what it is about Florida. It's the sunshine laws. Sunshine laws basically make it so that all like legal stuff is totally available. Like anything that happens, right? There's like nothing redacted basically. Like you can find any story, anything can be reported on. And they're like everything is just out in the open. So all the information, like court stuff, police stuff, all of it is like openly available to anybody. So for that reason, you know, more stories end up getting reported on. What I mean is why all the crazy stuff happens in Florida. It's not that all the crazy stuff happens in Florida. It's just that stuff doesn't always get reported in other places. Because, like, small stories that, like, for example, like, how do I put this? Small stories that maybe don't get a whole lot of attention, right? From, like, the news, right? There's just no way to find it. Simple as. Whereas in Florida, we have laws so that everything is out in the open and easily like accessible. If you ever wanted to find anything, that's why. It's not that all the crazy stuff happens in Florida. Loads of crazy stuff happens everywhere else. It's just we have laws to make it so it's easier to report on that stuff. So that stuff gets reported more often, so you see it more often. That's all it is. I just live in Florida. Is this heaven? I love Florida. I miss Florida. I was acting up when I first stepped back in the classroom. It made even worse when I was hit with another flashbang. My 20 other classmates had finished laughing, as Yannick made a show of waving a freshly taken photo from a fancy fold-up camera from the 70s. I dubbed this portrait! Do it to the Sans Pools! What the fuck that means. Yeah, but also with Maine, you'll never hear of a guy riding into town on the back of a bear and trying to rob a gas station. Well, that's because Maine also blows, so, I mean... you never hear about that because Maine is one of those fucking, like northeastern states. Also, who knows? Maybe it has happened. You just don't know about it. That's what I'm saying. That's really like what I'm saying with like the argument about the sunshine laws. Is that even if it did happen in Maine, you probably wouldn't even hear about it. very nice and quiet. We like it that way. Well, yeah, but it also means you just don't get... Again, if something like that happened, you probably wouldn't find out. Two words, lead water, hello. Anyways, after he thumbtacked the shot on the corkboard with its poor snapshots of everyone else, Mr. Yadakan reassured me and sat me right next to Ben. Managed to sum up a syllabus in under a minute. Instead, taking the majority of the time to go over our first lesson and assignment on exposure and lighting. With each new light fixture he brought out and explained, I felt my mind swirl faster with new possibilities of old shots. If only I had that then. Or if I could have used that there. Now that you've had a small taste of it, we'll start on your first photography assignment. Proper lighting. Salivating at the thought. Mr. Yadakan had just finished his first lesson where he'd handed out all sorts of equipment to look over. It's the first time I've handled some of these things. Like an enormous box light that was still taking up the entirety of my desk. Remember, though, that these are just tools meant to enhance the photo. You can highlight a turd all you want, it's still a turd. True language guarantees a chortle from a few half-listening students. Teacher looks over to the clock and hums. Well, I see that we've managed to finish this lecture a tad bit early. Why don't you all take these last 10 minutes to compare notes? Maybe even consider doing the assignment as a collab piece with a classmate. The room is quick to fill with the sound of chatter. Wonder if... Hey! Turn to Ben and see his eager grin. You want to do a joint piece? Since you don't know any good spots in the school and all. Pull the assignment sheet from beneath the lightweight light on my desk. Give it a quick scan again. Send a set of photos demonstrating your understanding of proper lighting. You're allowed to borrow one lighting tool, and must take the shot on school premises. And I swear I've handed out this assignment for years now. If one more student just takes a picture of the hallway outside the classroom, I'm going to personally throw them over the railing. Be original, please. I've got the perfect place for it. If we work together, we can even use 2 items. The offer's too tempting. Sure. Hold up my hand and Ben takes and shakes it, sealing the pact. My face is feeling weird from all the smiling today. But in truth, I've been enjoying Mr. Yadakan's class so much that I couldn't stop. I feel like I have the entire world to gain from Mr. Yadakan's lesson. The entire world to explore, seeing as ever since the move I've had time to actually explore Valcadera Bluffs. I hadn't had time to actually explore Valcadera Bluffs. Sure, on occasion I go out on my own to parks and stuff, but who doesn't? Besides, I'd be a pretty lame photographer if I didn't go out and find stuff to photograph. Bro's getting annoyed with me. So I'm sitting here like mumbling to myself. The camera's like panning in. Bro's like, Protagonist sure loves sucking the teacher's dick. Did you put the maple syrup between your toes? I'm sorry, what? I've not done that, no. You know what? I've been meaning to do a little looking around here. If everyone else's assignment makes them have... So to everyone else, the assignment makes them have to explore school, I get to. Pretty sweet deal, but I do say so myself. This guy's like, bro. The hall outside the classroom is only one major photo op. Between that and the murals outside, I'm starting to find something cool. No, the murals won't work on their own. This was my first thought to use them. I mean, it's likely someone else's first thought. I need to think outside the box a bit. Think of some way to use the school's architecture to my advantage in a way that... Bingo! My thoughts are disrupted by a worried-looking Ben. Maybe you should see a doctor, man. Head injuries are no laughing matter. I'm fine. What were you saying? I was asking how you were doing. You know, school and classes now. Oh, right. Doing good. Really good, actually. I'm in a class that I'm 100% enjoying and starting to make some genuine friendships. Compared to the disaster of yesterday, today has been astoundingly positive. That's good to hear. Yeah, you've got some friends now. Great. Oh, and what about your art submission? Was this able to help? Something nibbling at the corner of my thoughts, the mention of the long neck girl. Yeah, she gave me my login stuff and everything. Hoping the submission was a piece of cake after all. Awesome. Though that does make you competition now. Both Liz and I have pieces in the running too. She told me she had submitted something, yeah. I'm a bit concerned since I didn't have much time to prepare. Not much time at all to prepare anything, but... Hey, everyone's got a chance, you never know. Yeah, she was pretty cool about it too. The whole friend group is pretty welcoming. I think I'm pretty lucky. That whole friend group is pretty welcoming. Lucky? I seems perplexed by my statement. You said something at lunch when Olivia vanished. I'm noticing a silent paraplegic. I'm noticing for a silent paraplegic, she sure has a lot of people upset. You got some hidden drama with her too? No, not really. Wait, do? Who? Nothing calls out to us, striding over to inspect. I take it you gentlemen are conversing about your assignment together. Of course, Mr. Yatakan, we were just discussing where we'd take our picture, right, Ben? Well, that's good then. Good thing you guys weren't talking about something off topic like gossip. That would be pretty embarrassing use of your time right off the bat, I think. Especially considering you're currently the subject of some fairly humorous gossip, aren't you, Mr. Nito? I'm awash in a wave of shame from his words. I look at Ben, and I see he feels it as well. If the air around someone needs clearing, clear it yourself. Yatakan has a point. Maybe once a friendship is established, I can learn more about her. Alright! Off you go now, and remember to get your assignment done by the end of the week. I'm someone who also likes being upfront with people, but if you're in a situation where you just met someone and you're trying to figure out why, and there's someone who's hard to talk to, I'm sorry, but if I can't clear the air with you, I'm gonna figure out what the fuck is up with you, because I've tried talking to you. So I half agree with that. We're going to be talking with Ben about our own project. The Suitco president is already packed up and exiting the room. Guess we'll talk later then. I have my own notebook, I wave goodbye to my new favorite teacher, and head off to my next class. Chat, we got like 15 minutes, and then I'm going to go prepare for the stream on Helmsman's channel. Long day today. Not saying no? To what? Oh, to the fucking syrup? No, the answer's no. I literally said no. I'm in a history class for the first time, and it's about what I expect it to look like. Picture of historical figures, small relics from various regions, and cartography of the Earth during its stages of continental drift. Though, I noticed there's a distinct lack of teacher in the class. Must be finishing up their lunch, I assume. Well, better get a good seat now before they're all taken. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. Set myself into my chosen desk and pull out my history book and notebook, along with a pencil. As the classroom fills with more and more students, it becomes a blur of vibrant scales. A few minutes pass, and I'm still wondering where the teacher is. Suddenly, so the door slamming open stops any and all noise. It's quiet enough to hear a pin drop.
The figure walks into the classroom and... oh, sweet heaven, no. He stands there and stares down at everyone. Menacingly. He's the history teacher, too? Thanks for walking me to my classroom, Solly. Of course, Miss Brockling. Oh, thank Raptor Jesus, he isn't our teacher. Grab the woman adjusts her glasses and she scans around the room before looking down at the paperwork in her hands. I can't read. Looks like we'll have some late arrivals, but let's get down to business. I know that I introduced myself yesterday, but for any of those who weren't here... Momentary glance at me, as that makes me believe Sully told her about my absence. My name is Miss Brockling, and this is history class. In this course, we're learning about the history of our primeval ancestors and their advancements through history. You can even say that it'll be like going back in time. Doesn't that sound exciting? By her admittedly forced enthusiasm, everyone in class responds with uninterested murmuring. Not sure why though, this all sounds exciting. Sigh. She walks over her desk and places down her pile of folders before flipping open her own special version of the history book. The click of a button, she also turns on the projector to reveal a prepared slideshow for today's lecture. To learn about the extensive history of Saurians and their culture is something I've yearned for. Wait, sorry, this I'm saying. About the extensive history of Saurians and their culture is something I've yearned for. If you can turn your books to page 36, we'll begin with the first chapter detailing the earliest interaction between Saurian and hominids. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I think I jinxed myself. This Brockling's history class is the polar opposite to the Yannickin's photography class. On introduction to the class engaged me at first. Things have slowed down to an unbearably slow crawl. My eyes scan over the introductory text of the first chapter. Despite the tension between two groups, human settlers in the New World continue to make overtures of trade in the native velociraptor tribes. Pretty sure I've read this line 3 times now. This happens to me too, dude. This happens to me too. I tear my eyes away from the page in hopes of blinking the boredom away. I look up to see the teacher staring down at various papers on her desk with laser focus. Must have stared too long though. I ended up locking into a staring contest with Brockling. She raised an eyebrow at me. Okay then. Right. Write down notes of pages 3 through 7 about the discovery of the New World. Without even fully comprehending the books before me, I'm copying the page down to the letter in my notebook. Absentmindedly, I begin to recall everything that's happened so far with my new classmates. Ben carries himself with a lot of refinement, and is easily my first pick as a photography partner. But that Mia girl, she doesn't seem to want to make friends. Of course, I could have figured that out from the cold look she gave me yesterday, not to mention the rude hand gesture. Damien's very friendly, even if he can be a bit too enthusiastic sometimes, and though my encounter with Liz was brief, I can tell she's dependable. Cool guy who's part of the student body? Check. Shitty asshole girlfriend of the cool guy who's part of the student body? Check. Cute girl who doesn't really talk to you very much and, you know, is a bit hard to reach? Check. Cute girl's, Giga Chad friend? Check. This leaves Liz to be the Triceratops girl in the first game, which doesn't really fit. Liz kind of is more like... There's no point to this, but the point I'm making is devs have a type. And it's awkward girls with problems. Damien's very friendly, even if he can be a bit too enthusiastic sometimes.
My progress making friends has been pretty good, all things considered. Then there's Olivia. So far, she's still an enigma, coupled with the apparent history she has with the others. Makes me all the more curious about her. Liz said it would be a bad idea to get invested, but in the end, it's effectively gossip and hearsay. It had come as something of a shock to me, but... And what do we have here, Mrs. Halford? Then the voice of Miss Brockling snaps me out of my thoughts. In my head to see the teacher looking down at... Wait a minute. Olivia's here too? Luck would have it, I share not one but two classes with Miss Halford. Oh, Halford. Olivia made the fucking beautiful painting that we saw at the very beginning. Luck would have it, I share not one but two classes with Olivia. I must have been so jaded from trying to read this textbook that I didn't even notice the girl in the wheelchair. She sits in the front row diagonally in front of me. I don't think she's noticed the strange twist of fate herself. Only the second day of the school year, and already doodling in class again. Used to pick up the piece of paper from Olivia's desk. Looks like she's been drawing on it, though I can't tell what they are from where I'm sitting. Or an older sibling whose name also starts with an O. It was really just from. It was done by a freshman, right? In 2020. That'd be 3 years before now. So yeah, yeah. That checks out. She was a freshman 3 years ago. Listen, Olivia, I know history isn't the most exciting subject to learn, but at least pretend that you're taking notes. My response here from Olivia is a heavy sigh before leaning her head back down. While the teacher returns to sulking around the room, Olivia hunches over the notebook. Although I don't think those are notes she's taking. Ah! No one would do something like that. She's trying to turn the teacher up to in the room. Attempt to get all of us to focus, but... Fighting a losing battle to keep my eyelids from shutting. My jaw is clenched tight to suppress my loud yawn building inside, even as Miss Brooklyn skulks right past me. Just before my drowsiness can overtake me, though, I notice minute movement in the corner of my eye. Minute. One of my classmates glances up at the teacher. His eyes are roving over the opposite side of the room. Down and scribbles something down. It was unfolded into a neat little note, and I watch as the next person carefully unfolds the sheet and also scribbles on it, before folding and passing it along again. Curiosity thoroughly piqued. I wait anxiously in my seat for people to get to me. A dangerous game for passing the note along, so Proclam doesn't see. If I'm participating, does that make me a slacker? Moving to my side makes his move. He tossed the note over. Proclam starts spinning around right then. He flinches and drops the hot potato on my desk in a flash. I nearly slammed my own paper over the page to cover it from sight. I'm going to teach a lecture on about raptors and humans eventually started to get along because they traded narcotic leaves or something like that. As you can see on the board here. Now, with my paper, luckily there's plenty of space left. What everyone else has drawn, not so solid attempt at a race car. Rough sketches of some eyes, bunch of doodles, named in various stylized fonts that I could only describe as graffiti. And of course. It's not high school if someone hasn't drawn a penis. Sparkling with stink lines coming off of her. Yeesh, better not get caught with this. That being said, I'm drawing a blank. What should I draw? I don't exactly doodle every day. Doing stuff for others is a nice gesture. Maybe I'll try to break the ice a bit. But I don't really know anything about her. Hey, care to try though, yeah? I can think of a few things to sketch out here. Let's see. No fucking way!
No way you're doing this to me right now. I don't even know what she looks like. Press H to hide the drawing UI. Oh no! Oh no! Ah! Hold on. Draw porn? Draw Sonichu? Shit. That's a horrible fucking eraser. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible eraser. Now we'll give her actual like neck.
No. Movie, sort of. Nailed it! Okay, we're done. You guys saw nothing! Mocked by the other doodles? Alright, let me just sure to like this. Broccoli still turn around, right? So if we're over Olivia's shoulder, won't have to get up. Just getting caught. And here we go. A bit tricky, and I hesitate, but the paper meets the destination. Doesn't even look back. She takes the paper eagerly. Completely different from how she was acting earlier. Tail's even swaying side to side. Is that wagging? Huh. Alright, now she's gonna see my sketch and possibly think I'm cool. It's not turning around. Well, it's not much. Also just... I'll be taking that. No! The teacher found my drawing of the cute girl in class! Ogling at my penis! At my massive penis. My massive human penis, sort of. She glanced at the paper and a small crack of a smile appears on her face before going back to its stoic visage. So, is this how you view me, Miss Halford? Brooklyn holds the paper up for all to see. Some of the classes are best to avoid her persecuting gaze. I know that most of you are part of this as well. Look, I'm not asking for much. Please do your assignments when you're in class. It's the least you can do. We're just passing a note one at a time. She wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, how come all of us were in trouble? First, Brock looked down at Olivia for a moment for letting out a sigh of defeat. Look, since it's only the second day, I'll let this one slide. I'm warning you now that I won't be so lenient the next time it happens. Otherwise, you end up like the last student to decide to be disruptive during class. What happened to him? Get a detention slip or something? I killed him with this thumb. Miss Prockling pulls up the window blinds. Pushes the window screen open. Then takes out a walkie-talkie. Solly? Yep, another hippie. Seat H4. Oh no. Good job, soldier. Oh, she has them get sniped from the window? Now, if we can, let's continue. We're on the second floor. I sink back into my seat, continue writing, mainly out of an unadulterated fear of experiencing the same wrath from the teacher. Man, now I feel guilty for Olivia. I was the one to pass with the note after all. Maybe I shouldn't have tried. Well, I can always apologize after class. Brocken places the note and continues with her lecture for another half hour. No shot, you said ago to a blonde shark? Ayo to a blonde shark? She wasn't even a shark, what do you want about? She also was hot, okay? With 10 minutes of class left, I see Brockling look at the clock above the door. I noticed Olivia grabbing her attention, as if she knew what she's already going to say to her. She nods her head. Olivia grabs her backpack and shoves all the things into it. Then she rolls herself to the door, opens it, and rolls on out. Teacher must have noticed me watching her leave. No commendations. Well, there goes my chance of saying sorry to her. Feeling defeated, I decided to focus on writing down my notes for the rest of the time left. Although I do wonder. She must have noticed my doodle. Did she just ignore it then? Class comes and goes, and I head back home to the metro. Another day, another $1. This is my past one, mini breakfast burritos. Okay. We're gonna save here. New day. Chat, I hope you guys like my drawing. I worked really hard on it. I'm not even close to daily, but we are caught up on weekly now. Since you guys did so well yesterday. Either way, we do have another stream later tonight. So I'll see you guys tonight for that. What's the best sex position for someone in a wheelchair? You just lay them down on the bed and just go to town, you know? Yeah, you can't really feel much of it, but I mean, who the fuck cares what they feel? Sorry. Honestly, best position. Boring? Hey, you didn't ask for the most fucking interesting, you asked for the best. Oh, I'm sorry, but she's hot, dude. Not so much when she's angry, but like... Hold on. That smile, that like crooked smile. Look at that. Oh, good. I'd be guzzling, dude. I'll fucking end you. Look at that! Hot. Reverse cowgirl, maybe? How is she gonna stay up? How is she gonna fucking move her legs? You ever had sex before? For her to ride you, she needs to be able to use her legs. What do you want? You think she's gonna fucking propel herself on your fucking cock like Geodude? You know, with her fucking arms? What are you on about? No, I was sitting here watching funny VTubers. You know what? Fair and valid. But in reality, she probably can't feel her legs. Who knows what part of her lower half she can feel at all? If she even can. Depends what's wrong with her, honestly. She might just have, like, bad legs, right? Or maybe she's just, like, paralyzed from, like, I don't know, the waist down or something. It really does depend on what is wrong with her. Whether or not bending her over the side of the bed or just laying her in bed and just going to town is better. Or maybe doing something with her mouth if she can't feel her lower body. Not a spoiler, but she can feel down there. Okay, well then yeah. You just fucking just lay her down, dude. Lay her down and go to town. Anyways, chat. I'll see you guys on this channel in 4 hours, give or take. 4.5 hours. But I will see you guys in 20 minutes on Helmsman's channel. Let me set up a raid for that. We're still covering Helmsman's channel for the rest of this month. Only halfway through the month, so still got a lot of stuff to do. Did I actually schedule the stream? I did, didn't I? Right?
Alrighty, so it should be the finale of the crab game, so I'll see you guys over there. For anyone that doesn't have link, let me go ahead and grab one. Oh, my fucking nose! Me fucking schnoz! Alrighty. And here's the link. I'll see you guys there in like 20 minutes or so. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later, chat. Love you guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. We'll be doing some more of it tomorrow. And we're also doing the Puppet Pals DLC for Snoot Game tomorrow evening. Should be done in a couple of hours. I don't think it's very long. But yeah. So I'll see you guys later. Love yous! Bye! Or rather,